Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
I'm still here. I can't see who's in the chat. Virginia, hello. Hi,
Virginia
Helen.
and Helen are here.
I have to go get
Virginia's
my
got a
iPad.
grilled cheese.
You got to get your iPad?
Yeah, so I can see the chat.
Okay.
Hello, ladies. There's more people here. They just haven't chatted in yet.
I always forget something.
I like doing this kind of thing. I can sit in my kitchen, and that way, when I want to make a cocktail, I can get my ice out of my refrigerator and just do everything right here.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're close.
It's
You're
Cinco
close.
de Mayo. What are you girls drinking tonight?
Oh, it is Cinco de Mayo.
I only had my wine, a tall glass of wine.
You haven't gone out?
Vodka and tonic.
Ooh.
No, I haven't been out yet to go.
Water.
Water.
I say butter.
I said water because I don't want to stab myself showing you. Like, wow.
I think you didn't want to stab yourself. I think you encouraged us to bring a drink.
I did.
I can just see the headlines. YouTuber hospitalized with gaping wounds from felting.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Teresa. Hi, Olga. Hi, Sherry.
Oh,
Oh, that's going outside. I finally got him to go out today and put some water on the grass. It's not turning green because we haven't been watering, so hopefully it'll come back.
I haven't
Hello,
even
Helen.
looked
Hello,
at the
Virginia.
pins yet.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Teresa. Hello, Olga. Hello, Sherry.
everybody.
Hello,
Hi,
Teresa.
sisters. I'm going to have my
Oh.
scatterbrain here shortly.
These are
She's ready.
scary.
And I'm going to Reno again on Wednesday because I got to take my mom to the doctor Wednesday in that south part of town. So I'm going to check. Our Total Wine shows they've got it
I can see
back.
if they got your liquor.
So I'm going to stop and see if
Buy
they
one
do.
for me.
Mhm.
Hey, I still have the 2 little bottles that you sent me. I haven't drank them
You
yet.
haven't tried those yet? Hang on to those because the little ones we haven't been able to get at all. They supposedly discontinued this flavor.
Hang
But now
on to
I'm
them.
seeing
If they're
some
there,
of the
I'm going to
stores are
drink them.
saying it's back in stock, but not the little ones. So those are kind of sacred right now if you can find those.
Hi, Debbie Guitar.
Hello,
Hi,
Amy.
Debbie.
Hello, Debbie.
Hello, everyone.
Amy is just so excited of us doing this. She wants to see blood on our fingers.
That is a very good possibility.
I know. Well, did you read Dory's disclaimer on the instructions?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
you
Also
stab
read that
yourself,
disclaimer.
and you
Yeah.
will, it
If you
hurts.
stab yourself, and you will. And you will. Hi,
Yes.
Ramola.
She is not held liable for any injuries.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I'm still picking up.
And then Dee sent me a video that I had to share with Margot to show what Miss Sugar Britches is getting us into.
I forgot Margot was doing it, or I would have sent it to Margot too.
Yeah.
Well, she sent us this video of this guy learning the felt and a rabbit. He was doing a little rabbit. His rabbit didn't look like the rabbit in the video, the original rabbit it was supposed to be, but it was a bloody rabbit. It was a rabbit for Halloween.
Bloody
rabbit. He had pricks all on every finger and band-aids wrapped around. And then what was that? He needed red eyes, so he just opened one of the band-aids and did it on the felt, straight on the felt with his finger, his bloody finger.
Y'all gotta check out the channel name is Thread Banger, Banger, Thread Banger,
Yeah,
And
watch that before you want to learn this.
No,
I'm
don't.
telling you, it's a really old video, though. It goes back like 10 years.
It is pretty funny. It won't be
Oh.
like that, I promise. I promise.
All right.
Oh my gosh,
But
darn.
does everyone have their stuffed Stabby Wabby pad?
Yes.
So-
Yabby
you're-
Wabby pads.
Yeah,
Yabby
if you're wanting to do felting, you need a pad. You can use like a soft foam. People use all different things, but I get my products through Serafina, and they're online, and you can get these Stabby Wabby pads through there. There's different sizes, and you fill them with rice. So if you're looking to do that, you will need a surface to stab into. First
Instead of your fingers.
yes.
Yeah,
Do not do it into
I'm-
your hands.
Yes.
that's what I thought we were doing.
Too funny.
Oh, you watched it last night, Amy? Oh my God.
Yeah, he does it into his hand. He shouldn't be doing that.
That was so funny.
And then, ladies,
I was
you will
laughing
need-
and saying shit. Laughing, saying shit. Oh my God,
Yeah.
no.
You're going to need one of each color of your needles, a red, a green,
Mhm.
and a purple. And just put them in your Stabby Wabby.
A red,
Up in the corner, out of the way.
I'm gonna move mine up.
red, a green,
And a purple.
Yeah.
green, and purple.
We'll get you all set up.
My fingers don't want to work today, so it's like,
That's me every day.
how do you spell? It's stabby. Stabby wabby.
Yeah.
Stabby wab.
Cheryl.
Yeah,
Sherry.
Stabby wab.
I think that's what they call them on the site, but if you go to Serafina, it's Sarafina Fiber Art. They're online
Serafina. Fiber.
and they
art.
sell kits. I do recommend going through a company like Serafina rather than just ordering from Amazon, because if you order through Amazon, they'll send you pretty inexpensive wool, and it makes the difference on what your product will come out as. With Serafina, you're going to get really good fibers and wool. So I just recommend using a higher quality if you're, looking to do it.
Okay.
Virginia. She said, is this legal?
Yeah.
Virginia says, is this legal?
Needles, Yabby Wabby.
Yeah, and there's
No,
no
boy, girl.
barbs in these needles.
You should have your core wool. I think I labeled it for you.
Yes.
Got it.
And
This
then
is
you
cool.
have some red top
Yeah.
wool.
My top wool is white.
And white top wool.
What's
You've
top
got
wool
white
and red
top
core
and you've
wool?
got coat.
I put
Top
them in the wrong
coat
bag.
and top and white top.
So your red is your topper. I just put them in the wrong bag for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then you should have a white.
Yep. For the top coat?
That looks like the core wool. Boy, yours all got messed up.
And,
So
and
you've got
these are
white.
the
The
needles.
white says white top, and then the red says top coat.
Yep.
Okay.
So you
And
should
then the
have
core.
your core wool will be the biggest amount.
Right.
Okay.
And then you'll have some white to do the little polka dots on your mushroom. Yep.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then you'll have some red to do the top. So
Okay.
the biggest amount that I sent you is core wool. This is what
Okay.
you use to build your product up.
Okay.
And then the top wool or what we put on last to kind of bring it to life. Now, your needles here, the red one is the one you're going to use first. This one goes like deep in the wool and binds the wool quicker. And then we move on to the green one, which is more detail. And then the purple one is like fine detail.
So when you're using the red one, when you start, you're doing that. Should you poke deeper with that when you're poking?
Yeah, now when you poke into your Stabby Wabby, it's gonna wanna like felt itself to the Stabby Wabby. So we're gonna have to pick it up and move it so we're not felting it on there. I'll show you
Whoa,
though.
okay.
Yeah. But is everyone good to go?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me take a shot.
I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared.
Don't be scared.
Scared.
No.
I'm scared of my stabby webby.
Hi, Angela.
Hello, Angela. Hello,
I've been
Tippy.
nervous about this all day.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, look how cute they're gonna be.
Oh, this is-
No.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
I
So
can
this is what-
guarantee you mine ain't gonna look nothing like that.
Yeah, we're gonna just make a basic mushroom. You can make different sizes. You can even make them fatter ones.
Oh, look at him with this.
Oh, I like
big-
him. He looks like that thing I
Aw.
told you I was going to make.
Oh, look
Oh,
how cute.
So you can use, like, I bought some wood rounds and some felt and I glued them just on here, but you can make different things. I even made, because you can make little critters, and a good place to look for tutorials is the Wishing Shed. There are all kinds of tutorials on there. I put a little bunny on this one, but he lays under the mushroom. But they have a really cute tutorial on there on making bunnies. And this is the same tutorial. So our mushrooms are not going to look alike because every time you do them, they come out different. So for example, with the bunny, this was the first one I did. And then I did this one here. You can see how different it is. And each time, this one's really big, you know, so you're going to get a different version every time. They're not going to be exact, and that's okay. You
Okay.
just make it your own. You make it your own. All right, I'm going to turn my camera to focus on my hand. Am I
okay.
Hello,
echoing?
Kettle.
There's
A little bit, yeah.
huge
Yeah, I'm getting a
echo.
little echo.
Okay. Let me just get set up here so I can.
Oh my God, this guy's got to cut the grass right now. Now I
Right.
gotta shut the window so I can hear. Go ahead.
You're
Sorry.
fine. Okay, so you're going to get your core wool,
Okay.
and we're just going to pull off a piece of core wool.
You just pull off it, just tear it.
Yep, just pull it.
Okay.
You can even divide it in half if you want. Just get yourself a piece. So just a piece of it. Yep, perfectly fine. Dee, you look scared.
I'm concentrating.
I just ripped my half in half.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So you're just
mine's a
gonna-
4.
We're going to start by rolling it. We're going to make a stem here. And you can pull off if you get too much on there. We're just going to start by making a stem. So you're going to roll it so you have a tube.
Wait a minute, you roll it so, oh.
Yep.
Wait, how are you rolling it? Show me that again.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get
Just-
it apart. You're just going to make it like we're going to make the stem of the mushroom first.
Okay.
Okay.
You're rolling it like you do that stuff you know. That stuff you do.
know that stuff.
Yeah.
No,
And it
she
doesn't have to
uses
be
the bong.
doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Just make it.
Okay.
We're just making whimsical ones, so they don't have to be perfect. Okay, so you should have a
I'll
little
have that
tube.
one.
Yeah,
Tampon, she says.
you're gonna need your red needle.
Okay.
Okay, so just something like this. I mean, is that too big? That's probably too big, huh?
Well, if you
I don't
want to
like
roll
some
it
big.
smaller, you can. Yeah, and you're just gonna start. We're gonna put some stabs in there around it, and you're gonna roll it. Put some in, and then kind of roll it. Put some in.
Put some. What do you mean? Put some in. What does that mean?
We're gonna stab it. We're stabbing it. We're putting some jabs in it
Oh, okay.
and roll it. And
We
if
should
you
all
guys-
be looking at each other's hands to see when y'all stab each other.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. You'll hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can kind of roll it on there too to take its shape. We are stabbing, stabbing, stabbing without stabbing our fingers. There you go. You want it to get tight.
Now, do we move all the way down the stem, or just do like
Yep.
one all the
Well,
way down?
yep. But the first thing I do once I get it going in the middle here is we're going to shorten this. And so this is where you got to be careful that you don't poke yourself, okay? You're going to hold it with your finger. And we're going to put the needle in the end here and just kind of get an end going on it. And roll it.
Okay.
Well, I'm still working
did it.
on the length of this, so I'm
Yep.
gonna-
Yeah, me too.
Yep, it's totally fine. I just always start by doing that and get an end going, and then you can keep stabbing it. And you want to leave one end kind of rough. So we're not going to do anything with this end yet.
Oh shit!
Nope,
I
you're
lost
fine
my-
if you did. You're
I lost my needle. I found it. All right, because that would have not been pretty if I sat on it.
No, you don't want to do that.
No.
I can feel it getting hard. Like
Yeah. So
That's what he said. Tammy.
it's getting hard.
yes, the
The
needle
tip
has
of it is
little-
getting hard.
Mine's got like a joint or something in it.
It's got little barbs on the needle, so it's grabbing that wool and it's binding it up. That's why it's taking shape. And you always want a good solid core, so it takes a lot of stabbing. But you guys haven't stabbed yourselves yet.
I did.
that's a
When I
plus.
started doing this way, I stabbed my thumb already.
Oh, I'm
Did
already.
you?
Yeah, don't hold it in your hand. Just set it down and kind of jab it, but move your finger. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, now I know why it's called a stabby wabby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some of this off because that's too much.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have
look,
to
it's
save.
holding its shape.
Yeah. And you can roll it in your hands like this to get it, more firm, and then stab it some more.
Ow. Wait.
Boy, this is a good way to get out aggression.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially when you stab yourself.
Yeah.
You get to scream.
It hurts a little bit.
You could make little voodoo dolls.
Oh, yeah. You could. Now, I'm no professional at this, so if somebody watching knows tips or tricks for this, yeah, I just kind of watched videos and kind of taught myself, but I am no professional here. I'm just showing you what I do.
Okay, now
So how hard is it supposed to be? How skinny is yours? How short is
mine-
yours?
Mine looks like this.
Mine is
Let me see. Mine looks
4.5 inches long.
That's okay, because you make them all different sizes, so.
I want that fat guy you had. I want to do him.
You want to do the big guy?
Yeah, with the overhang. This is really
So-
dangerous. I'm trying to look at the chat with my camera being folded down and stabbing at the same time. This is a dangerous.
how did you say you do the end of it again?
Yeah. So I just
Like
kind
this.
except don't
It goes
go as
slower.
deep as Tammy's doing. That's how she stabbed herself. You don't have to go super deep. You just kind of poke it, poke it, poke it.
Are you poking it like straight in or like at
Yeah.
an angle?
Yep, I'm poking it straight in, and it's giving me that squared off look for the stem. So you want to go into the end like this, straight in.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yep. It'll slowly take shape for you.
Kill. Mine looks really like it's got pimples.
What?
Look how fast you're poking that thing. Look at Tammy go.
I don't like going slow. This will be dangerous.
Well, she's already
But
poked it,
that's
so.
why my fingers are way down here.
And if you want your stem thicker, then you just grab a little bit more wool, just a little bit at a time, and wrap it around like that, and just keep stabbing it till you get it to the thickness you want it, okay?
Oh, that's how you made that fat guy?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I guess I got it.
Yeah, let's see. And kind of roll it on your,
That's good, Dee.
take it
Definitely
between your
looks like
hands
a
and
baby.
roll
See,
it like
mine still
this.
feels like it's too
Yeah.
flimsy, maybe.
There you go. It'll take shape for you.
Do I keep stabbing it after I roll it?
Yep. You want it to
This
be
is
pretty
all about
firm.
stabbing.
You want it to have a good core. You guys are doing good.
I just keep thinking about that video.
She feels like a 12-year-old boy just
Oh
laughing.
my God.
Oh my gosh.
That's not working well.
And the end doesn't have to be perfect. It is, mushrooms aren't, perfectly shaped.
Yeah, because, well, it's got to be strong because it's got to hold up the top of the mushroom.
Yeah, right. You got it. How's it looking?
Yeah.
How
Good.
strong is yours?
I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know how, I mean, is it supposed to be able
Mine
to
still
like
bends.
bend?
I mean, is it supposed to be like rock hard?
You should be able to feel it, right? And see, okay, I got a weak spot here at the bottom. I'm going to add some more wool here. I'm going to stab it first because you can feel the difference. I'm going to stab it tight and then I'm going to add some more wool to strengthen it up.
You should hear this conversation. Have you heard the conversation, honey?
No, I'm waiting. I was looking to see if you posted still.
Not
Hi,
yet.
Brad.
Lorianne says, hi, Brad.
Hello.
At least he's
Hello.
keeping his shirt on today.
Oh my goodness.
Is it supposed to be able to bend?
Yeah, because even these mushrooms,
Okay.
yeah.
And that's what I was curious about is how hard is it actually supposed to get?
Right.
Of course, the thicker that you get on it, you're not really going to be able to. But you want it to be pretty strong because you want it to be able to hold the top up without going like this, right?
I'm gonna see if I
So
can-
stab it as tight as you can get it, and then if you want it thicker, then add more wool.
Okay. Break time.
Right.
And
I thought we
always
would do a drinking game. Every time you stabbed yourself, we get a drink, but nobody's really done it yet.
I don't want to stab
Every
myself.
time you stab yourself, you have to do
don't
a
either.
shot. Ow! Damn it! I guess I got to do one.
Did you just stab yourself?
No. No, I was just being a smart ass.
I gotcha.
Oh, see, everybody's going down on there so they can there. See, I don't know.
Hi,
Okay.
everybody that came in. Hi, Verna.
Yes, I was going to say hello.
I know there's
Hi,
Karen
Kat.
Williams. Let me say hi to her. Oh, Renee, Patty,
Hi, Gerald.
Gerald.
Apple Martini, Cat Law. Anybody I missed?
Yeah, hello everybody.
Hello, Jennifer.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I was very excited about learning how to do this. I'm going to tell you.
I've been very nervous about it.
Oh, it's
I should have never sent you the
you-
video.
you'll get over that quick once you feel more comfortable using the needles.
I know.
Yeah.
I told Brad. I said this was Tammy's idea that for the felting. So if we start, need to blame somebody, we'll blame Tammy.
Was it my
Yeah.
idea? I thought it was Lorianne's.
No, it was mine, actually.
Oh, was it?
Because I said I would love to learn. And all of a sudden we're like, well, hey, why don't we?
Yeah, we don't know
do
where
it?
it just started brewing. From our last craft, what were we doing?
Holiday
Painting.
What
stuff.
did we do?
We painted. We did the painting
Oh,
and
yeah.
the transfers.
Yeah, and Lorianne was supposed to join us, but she had something else going on that night.
I missed it.
I got a
How's everyone?
newbie.
Lorianne, thank you for sending us all the supplies.
Yes.
Yeah, not a problem. And then
Even
if
though
you like it, then
mine went around the world to the left.
oh my gosh.
My
I
my
know.
box.
Mine went to Texas first and then here.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
it?
think
Oh, yeah.
mine's good.
It went to Texas, but it went to my old house and not this
Yeah.
house.
Mhm.
I was rushing to get him out, and I was like, oh my god, I sent it to the wrong place. And then poor D's got lost in the mail, and it was just everywhere. I'm like stressing that whole time.
I'm watching Lorianne do the end of hers
Oh.
up close.
Oh, because it's kind of squaring, isn't it? It's flat.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
supposed to leave one end though kind of rough, right?
Yeah, you can leave this one rough because we're going to be attaching it to the underside of the mushroom top.
Oh,
Oh.
I think I stabbed it a little bit.
That's
Let
all
me
right.
see.
It's totally fine. The thing with felting is it's very forgiving. If you mess up, you just add more wool and make it how you look. You could pull it apart. It'd be kind of hard to pull it apart once you really felt it in, but you can do it. Usually you'll just add more wool to get it where you want it to be.
David just walked in and asked me if this was a tampon. We're felting.
Well, after she gets a lot of blood on it from her finger, it might be.
Yeah, hello.
It definitely will look like one.
I think mine's good.
Okay.
Do I want it fatter?
I don't
You
know.
can always add more
It's
wool
4
if you
fingers.
want.
I feel like I might need a little bit here. It's like
Yeah, if you squeeze it and you can feel like it's not consistent, stab that low part real tight. Get down in there and stab it, and then add some more wool. I'm trying to see the chat here. I know somebody had a question. Thank you, Jennifer, for putting that in there about the other place where you can get supplies. There's a good tutorial place. I think I mentioned at the beginning. It's called The Wishing Shed on YouTube. They do some really cute tutorials. I've made several bunnies from them and just different cutesy stuff. But I did also make this fun pack of Cheetos. They're emotional support Cheetos.
That sounds cute.
Yeah, they're just like what we're making here. You're actually making a Cheeto, basically. And then I just buy the little eyes and put them in. I made a jelly bean. Those are very easy to make. So you can just make very simple things, or you can be as, creative and elaborate as you want on them. Tammy's is looking pretty thick.
Oh,
I
she's
want
got
the
a
fat
cat in
man.
there, doesn't she?
Just make sure you save some of your wool for the top, the mushroom cap.
Okay. This is fat as he's going to be then.
You can always come back and make them fatter if you have more core wool.
I have lots of core wool.
Yeah, I do too. So when
Okay.
you add more on, if you want to put more around it, you just put it wherever. Do you wrap it and then just?
Yep.
Okay.
You're going to take a piece, just a small amount. You don't want to do too much at a time, and wrap it pretty tight around there, just like that. And then start stabbing it. Also roll it between your hands to get it on there good. And it's slowly, you're gonna feel it really thicken up.
I feel like it's thickening up.
Yep. So you feel the difference on it?
Man, I'm gonna have a muscle in my right arm.
I usually
I
will
think
have
mine's going to be in the left arm.
I'll have a movie going or watching TV while I do this. I used to do it in between phone calls for my job, but it got really busy, and so I haven't been able to do it for a few months. But in between phone calls, I'd be making little mushroom people, and makes the day go by a little quicker, I guess. So
Is
again, if
Elderly
you-
Poodle here?
oh, is she? I
I see
missed a
somebody
lot of
said hi
people that
to her.
I missed a lot of people that came in. Hello, if I didn't say hi to you, I'm sorry. Hello.
Ditto. I'm not looking at the
Yeah,
chat. I'm afraid
We're
every
looking
time
down so we don't stab our
stab
fingers.
myself.
Right.
Well, Margot just had carpal tunnel surgery and she's doing
Yeah.
it.
And I've had
Yeah.
that a couple of times doing this too, where I've had to kind of stop for a second. So
Yeah. So when your needle feels like it's not really going in much anymore, if you switch over to your green needle, you can feel a difference. It goes in a lot
Oh, I
deeper.
feel like
And this
mine's going in, so that means it's not being stuffed enough.
it means that it's getting very
guess.
tight in there. Boy, Tammy's really jabbing that sucker. Look at her technique.
I know. She's just going at it.
She's like, you don't have to go full force. You can just do it real.
So you don't want to go all the way through.
You don't have to go all the way through, no. About in the middle is where you want it. Usually that's how I do it. I don't know about everyone else, but once that red needle feels like you're just not getting in there anymore, you can switch to your green needle. And
Well,
that's
my
going to
red's
be,
still going through a lot.
is
so,
it? Okay.
yeah.
It does. Hi, Marilyn. See, mine still bends, but it's not as easily to bend.
Hi, Bria.
Hi,
Hi, Marilyn
everybody.
and Crystal.
Hi,
And
Bridget.
yeah, long time no see.
Hi, Marilyn.
Yes, this
Hi,
is definitely a
Crystal.
stress release.
Yes. Until
For
you stab
sure.
your finger.
Yeah, then I'm gonna be crying. I'll be.
It does hurt. I'm not going to lie. Just don't start felting stuff to your finger.
All right, I'm gonna move on to my green needle now.
Let me see how you're doing, Dee. How's it look? Does it feel hard, like hard, or is it? Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She got a cigarette, man.
I think mine looks like a doobie or a cigar.
Yeah. So I will tell you that when I got the needles in, they weren't these colors. I think they are 36, 38, and 40 on the needles. So the smaller the number is the one you start with, I believe. And so I painted them just so it would be easier for them to tell which needle goes in. Which needle.
Oh, okay.
Very
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't come in these colors. You just got to know the number.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we go to what color next?
green.
Green.
Green. And this is going to be the detail one. So it's going to pull in all those little fibers and stuff. If you're wanting it to smooth out the top coat of it, the green is what you'll use, or even the purple is the finer detail.
Okay.
Hello, Joanne.
Wow, she said making felt from wool
And
goes
Hi,
back
Crystal.
7,000 years.
Ooh,
Wow, but needle felting was only invented in the 1980s. I didn't know that.
really, and who'd have thunk? I mean, who thought this up? Who'd have thought I'm going to take this wool and just stab it into shape?
Exactly. Right?
Right. Hi, Joanne, precious lavender buttons. How you doing?
Hello.
We haven't said that yet tonight. We got to do our D. How you doing?
You are D.
How you doing?
How you do?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Do you feel a difference in your stem from when you first
Yeah.
started?
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
You think
Absolutely.
that's all right?
He's feeling stiff.
But you still have an end that's not like smoothed down and stuff,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yep. I just kind of fray it open like that a little bit.
How?
Okay, well, mine is not.
Fray it open.
Yeah, because we're going to be
I
attaching it
didn't do that.
under.
How do
No,
you-
you don't have
It's too
to.
hard to
You don't
fray
have to.
open.
Yeah.
Okay, because mine ain't frayed. Mine is.
Mine's not either.
Nope. It's
Mine
totally
ain't
fine.
afraid either.
It's fine. Yep. So when you guys get it where you want it to be, we'll go ahead and start the mushroom cap part.
Okay, I think my stem is good. I'm gonna stab it a few times with this purple one
Okay.
and see.
You can feel it's like butter going through on the purple compared to the red.
Yeah.
And you'll use the purple and the green a lot when we put the top on the red.
Okay.
Because it won't push the wool down as deep, which is what we want. We want that smooth finish on the top, but we don't want to push it down into the core wool.
Okay.
That's what we'll use for that.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm just fraying mine out a little bit here, so it's
Yeah. So just whenever you're ready, just set your stem aside,
okay.
out of the way.
Let
And
me
you're
just
gonna
stab him a little bit more just for fun.
Does y'all
Yep.
look like it got a bunch of holes in it? Look at that.
hose.
Let
Pimple.
me see yours, Tammy. Look at yours. Look at what you've done to that.
Does it
Yours
look like
is rimmed.
Man, she really.
That's a big
Did I stab
ass
it too
stem.
much?
He's going at it.
Oh my gosh.
Is it stabbed too much? He don't look smooth. I see bunch of
Go like this
holes.
between your hands, Tammy. Rub it between your hands like this.
Uh-huh.
She's not paying any mind.
Nope.
There you go.
I'm doing it. Right?
Yep.
You said like this?
Yep. You got it.
Okay. Oops.
That's pimply.
Pimply. If you use your green and purple, it'll smooth it out for you.
Okay.
It's good. Does it feel nice and firm? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it feels firm.
Perfect. I probably shouldn't have did that motion. That was a little awkward. Watching back. I'm like, okay.
All right. Oops. That one stuck to my finger.
You could probably do this left-handed or right-handed.
Yep.
Thanks,
I have a hard time
Verna.
doing it left-handed because I don't have much control
Huh?
over my left hand.
Okay, so we need to rip
All right.
off another piece of wool.
Yep, you're gonna rip off a piece of wool and kind of flatten it out a bit. Doesn't have to be huge, but it's gonna be. We're gonna start making the top of our cap here. So this is how I do it. I never watched a tutorial on how to make a mushroom, so this is how I do it.
Okay.
So you just a thin layer here.
That might be too big.
We're gonna kind of fold it in on itself anyway if it looks big.
Okay.
Okay. Now be sure to save some of your core wool because we.
Oh, I still got a whole big piece like this. So.
All
Okay.
right, this is the core wool we're doing this with, right?
Yep, core
Yeah.
wool. Yep. And then
Okay.
the little package is your polka dots. Okay.
Okay.
You're back
okay.
to your red needle.
Oops. Okay.
And you want to figure out how big you want your cap. And you're just going to make kind of like a circle, okay, with your needle. Start jabbing it in. Then you're going to start folding the wool in. And you're going to start forming a circle with it. Okay. Pull it in with your hand. This is where you got to be careful not to felt it to the wool pad or the burlap pad. You're going to
Yeah, you just got to
Oh,
keep pulling it
yeah.
So
up. I guess, right?
you're folding the edges into your circle.
Yep. You're going to pick it up and pull it off there because it's going to felt to the pad and then lay it back down and stab it some more. Just make it into a circle. Fold it in on itself. Be sure to stop and lift it up because it will felt to your pad. You can even flip it over if you wanted to. And it'll start getting smaller and smaller as the wool pulls in. If you want to stay, once you start getting your circle formed, stay away from your corners, your edges, because we're gonna kind of form it up like this. So if you want to start doing that with your hand now, kind of pulling it so you know where, like in the shape of a mushroom cap. Does that make sense?
Pulling it upward.
You know, your edges like this.
You know how a mushroom kind of, I know.
Yeah.
what you're saying. I'm just trying to get a circle. My circle's not very good.
That's okay. It'll take form. And D, on the edges, when you get to it, come in sideways like this
Okay.
to kind of push your edges up a bit. Just be careful. Don't stab yourself, okay?
Like you roll them in.
Yeah. There you go. I know it looks a
Make 'em
little
thinner.
weird, but we're going to be adding more wool to it, so it'll be fine. You can see how smooth your other side is. That's going to be the top of your mushroom. And if you just go around the outside like this, that's how you'll get that mushroom, the perfect roundness. Is just pull your sides in.
I have no idea how I'm doing these sides.
You're
Either
fine.
D,
It-
I'm just
it'll-
going with it.
Yeah, it'll come together. And then if you have any thin spots, like I've got thin spots here, you can add just a little bit of wool. just a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
do
at a
have.
time.
I do have thin.
Yeah, just layer it
Right
on
here.
top there. Looks like
So
pizza dough.
Jennifer, she felts.
What's that?
Is that the one? Jennifer felting is really fun. I guess Jennifer is someone in the chat that also felts.
Yeah, she's been putting some really interesting information in there about the history and where you can go get supplies other
Oh.
than
I'm gonna have to go back and
Serafina.
read the chat.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm missing all that, Jennifer. That's good to know.
There are tools that you can get that hold multiple needles. I actually have one in the basement, and it does work really well because you're getting like 4 needles instead of 1 at the same time. So they do have that. But we're just going pretty simple tonight and just learning the basics. And then if they want to
Us-
do this again, then we could try some different tools and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that guy took this thing and he taped all the needles all the way around it and just started
That
going at it
big
like that.
thing.
We probably won't go by that tutorial, but
Yeah.
see, look at Dee's technique. She has it down right there. See how she's doing the edges? You want to kind of lip it up a little bit. So go at the very bottom to make a little lip. Does that make sense?
Well, that was the other side. This is
Oh,
actually-
yeah.
how do I do the side now? You said?
So if you know that this wants to be, if you're going to have this be the top of your mushroom,
Yeah.
so lay it down. You want it to have that curve, right?
Yeah.
So what I do is I go at the very bottom and start
So
going.
you turn it, you have the side facing you that you want to be the top.
Yep. So this is going to be my underside.
Okay, right. Okay. And you go at the very bottom, you said?
Yep. I'll put my hand about halfway and then take the needle and just kind of go in around the edge at an angle towards your stabby wabby
Got it?
and just start shaping it. You'll see it get a little lip on it.
Yep.
And then you just go with it and you can shape it however you want your mushroom cap to look. We're going to add more wool to thicken it up. But once you get your shape going, you can even go underneath. And if you see any loose ones, you can bring them in too.
I got it now.
So you're good sides up when you're making the edge.
Yeah.
And then you'll see it starts to curve underneath. Just be careful when you're coming in at an angle because you're not really going into your stabby wabby. I don't want you to poke yourself.
Oh, I'm going into my stabby wabby. I'm not supposed to be though, I guess.
Well, you can, but when you're coming in at an angle, you're going towards your fingers a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And when you watch the tutorials on YouTube, you'll be making individual pieces. So they'll say, okay, you're going to make this ball, then you're going to make this, and then it all comes together at the end. You put them together basically.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. And if you need it thicker, you just add a little bit of wool at a time to it. I usually just add the wool in the center of the cap. Teresa said, D, maybe pierogies are much easier.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
What are pierogies?
What?
They're like a dumpling, kind of, or like a hot
like
sticker.
like a ravioli.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they're-
okay.
But they're stuffed with farmer cheese or sauerkraut or potatoes. It's a Polish dish. I made
No,
them for-
Patty. Never done this before. Never, ever, ever, ever have I ever.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like my edges aren't.
If you're not happy with them, defold them and stab them. just a little bit. Fold them in a little bit with your finger and stab it. Stab down though, stab down into your pad. Yeah. Let me know if that is any better. Just don't get your finger, okay?
Oh, trust me, I'm trying not to. I got this piece here that I added to it, and I don't like the way that looks. I'm trying to fix it.
If you flip it over on the back side and stab it in the middle, you'll really see it start to make a cup and get that curve in it.
Okay, maybe that's what my issue is.
And you can just go around in a circle in the middle, going towards the outside, but don't stab the outside, just the middle. And you'll see it start to turn into a cup form.
Mm-hmm.
Is mine thick enough?
That looks good, Tammy.
I don't know.
Well, you have a big old stem, so you might want to make it a little thicker though. Like you can see the thickness on this one compared to the thickness. So it's just whatever you
Wait.
prefer.
How do you make it thick over there?
You're just going to keep
How do you
adding
make that
wool.
part?
What part?
So I'm trying to
This?
make it thick in the center or the outside.
You want to add wool to the middle and start building it up. Little bit at a time. And then you want to bring your
Okay,
sides
so-
in.
That's what I want to do. Okay, hang on.
You can also use your finger to curl them in and stab them. If you want to, shape them up a little bit better, you can do that.
So I
A
want
bowl
more in the
effect.
middle
Yeah.
for my fat roly poly. Yeah, because he
We're
looks like
all
a
like
flat pancake.
concentrating. Nobody's chatting. Everybody's like, so they don't stab themselves.
They're like, what is happening?
I'm gonna.
We need somebody in here just to read the chat for us.
I know.
What does stabbing from the side do rather than top, just forming and shaping? Yeah. Plus you need to stab the wool because you want it all bound together. So there's probably some pieces that need to be stabbed on the sides too, because you don't want it to fall apart. You want to make sure you stab the whole thing. But pretty much to shape it around the edges. I haven't made one of these
I need to
mushrooms in a while.
I need to see the fat man's head.
I'll put them right here for you.
So how much is that? Is the cap, and how much is the dilly dough?
So you're gonna kind of bend it so you want it to build up in the middle.
It does need to be fatter in the middle.
So when you have your stem there, lay your cap on, you're gonna see how it sits.
Uh-huh.
And you can kind of sense whether you need to make it
Right.
smaller, you need to make it bigger. So yours looks like a real natural mushroom thin like this. That's what mine
Yeah,
is
he
too.
don't look like the cutie fatty thingy.
Well,
Oh,
you
I'm
need
getting
to-
on the wrong side.
Yeah, you're gonna want to build the wool up in the center. So
Okay.
I don't know how much core wool you have, but you can ball it like this. Make a little ball and lay it in the center.
I still have a lot more.
You do? Okay. So if you make a little like soft ball like this, lay it in the center and felt that down and see if that gives you some height. You can also flip it over and stab into it, and you're going to want to sort of form it down. Virginia said D is making a pierogi.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I have no clue either. I'm just.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, so you can add more wool if you want it to be taller. You can fold it in if you want it to be smaller.
I think I got the right size, like circumference wise.
Put it on your stem and just see it where you're at.
Yeah.
Okay, so yours is like a more natural mushroom as well.
Mm-hmm. But I can add more to the middle, you said?
You can add more to the middle. Yeah. What I told her to do if she wants something thick like this one
Yeah.
is to get just a little bit of wool and put it in the middle and then just kind of stab it down in.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no rules to it, just whatever you want it, to look like.
I think mine's more natural. He's not fat enough for him. He's not
I
gonna
feel
be
like
fat
mine
enough.
should have more of a lip around there.
I know. If there's any other felters watching besides Jennifer, y'all probably think, what in the world are these girls doing? We don't
It's called
know.
beginners.
Yes. For sure.
See, when I added that ball of wool, see how it's already sticking up more in the middle?
Oh.
Wait, did you do your ball of wool on top?
Yes.
Oh, I did mine on the inside.
Oh, I'm doing it
See,
underneath.
I've done both.
No, it goes on the top. You're trying to make it look like this.
Oh,
Oh, I've been doing it underneath.
Can you flip it over? Can you flip your mushroom over the top?
Well, but then I don't have the cup.
I gotcha.
Well, I'll just finish working this in and then I'll go to the other side.
Yeah, you're trying to build it on top.
Okay. That's what I wasn't doing. I kept adding it to the bottom. I was like, how's that going to make it taller?
Right.
Sorry. Got very quiet.
Concentrating.
I know.
Yep, I just keep watching this needle going in and out and making sure my fingers are nowhere around.
Now what I'm gonna do.
All right, this didn't work. Now I look like I have a big zit on top.
No, you have a fried egg.
Yes, that's what it is.
A fried egg.
Look it, it's a fried egg.
I like that.
You just need some yellow felt and you could make a little fried egg guy. That's cute, actually.
Oh my God. That's exactly what it actually it also looks like a boob.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Hello, Val.
Hi, Val.
Hello.
Hi.
These are supposed to be called
I'm gonna sip some
mushrooms.
alcohol.
Hi.
Supposed to be.
I'm gonna have to add a little more around the outer edge of this areola.
Areola now.
Can you fold some of the edges in and stab them?
Can I do what?
Are you able to fold some of your edges under Is that what you don't like, or you don't like the middle part? Because if you add more wool around it to kind of blend it in, it'll look a lot better.
Well, that's what I was saying. I could add some more wool around the circle,
Yeah.
around the knob, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Well, Dee, you're doing the next tutorial on how to make fried egg too, because that would be really, you could do a little fried egg person and 2 little sausages.
That could
Yeah,
be
right?
cute.
That would be super cute.
Yes, I was trying to make a mushroom and I made a fried egg instead.
Well, eggs go well with mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yes. Now we can have an omelet.
It looks like a little pan. I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I should have just left well enough alone.
It'll come together. You just have to add some more wool there.
It looks just like a fried egg.
I think it looks like a little hat.
It does look like a little hat too. A little mushroom hat.
Oh God.
I didn't know you were putting it underneath. I thought you saw that I was putting it on top. Sorry.
Yeah, I was putting it underneath too.
So if you stab it from underneath, it pushes it out more, right? It's going to make it cup more the more you stab it underneath.
I think I should stick to my thrift flips.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I'm gonna master this. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get her done.
You've got it.
Well,
Yes,
this is
I
one
want
of
to
those
get her
things
done.
like Ann said, when you're sitting doing nothing or watching something on TV. Lately, I've been binge watching. I'm on season 3 of Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup. Oh my God.
I haven't seen that.
I'm just
watching.
waiting for Stranger Things final season.
Mhm.
I watch all reality TV, so I'm waiting for
Yeah.
Big Brother.
Catfish.
Hmm.
Let's see.
I watch the Astros right now.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we mostly watch right now in the evening when we finally sit down.
Yeah.
Where's my little?
Dee, you can also take some like this, and if you're wanting to put it along the edge to make a lip, if that helps you, you can do that too.
That's what I just started doing. You read
Okay.
my mind.
What'd you do?
Are you doing it underneath?
Well, I put it on. I put the extra wool, and then I've been going like that around the edge.
Okay,
Is
perfect.
that how you're supposed to do it?
Well, I have my cup like this. I flip it over and I'll add some right along the edge underneath. And it kind of makes your lip a little longer. But you can do
I
it
see what
whatever's
you're saying.
working. Whatever's working for you, I would say just do that.
I was just trying to make it even because it's
Yeah.
very uneven at the moment. We went from looking kind of like a mushroom to
Mine looks like a cinnamon roll.
a fried egg to a boob to I don't know.
I won't even show you like some of my first projects that I did. Actually, I got one here. I'll show you. I was trying to make this donkey, and his body is so.
Oh, let me see him.
Oh, but that came
he's
out cute though for a first
cute.
try.
Oh, he's
So,
cute.
He's got a badonkadonk, but his body is so long. I think I need to make him thicker. But he doesn't have a neck. I don't know. It's just trial and error, right?
That's it.
Are you saying you can still add to that one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
His neck
You could
longer still?
I could even. Well, the neck situation probably can't be fixed. I'd have to take his head off, but I can add
Oh.
to his body to make him thicker.
Oh my God, look at my nails.
Sorry.
I got wax in my nails. That is so disgusting. I
It
was
happens
down-
when you're doing that.
I was downstairs crafting.
You want to read the chat for us?
No.
Hi, David.
What up?
David,
How you doing?
David.
I'm trying to time dinner. So
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
you don't know? This is a time. You are on the timer.
No.
Okay.
We don't know what we're going to end up with.
Right.
Can you or Salmon
I'm
both
gonna
follow
move
one
on
burn
to
that?
my
No.
other needle here.
Okay, we'll wait. Salmon burger. Jackson, come on.
Yep, flying saucer. That's what it looks like. Sure does. Flying saucer, egg. Definitely. Well, it kind of looks like a mushroom.
yeah.
It's,
Remember,
it's
all
getting
different
there.
shapes of mushrooms, all different shapes, all different sizes. They're all different.
They all got weird shapes.
Yep. All different colors.
I mean, look at the shiitake mushrooms. Those are weird looking.
Or the
Yeah.
morels.
Oh yeah, morels. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Put it on your stem and see how it looks. See? And you're going to be covering it with red too.
Does it look too poofy? Do you think should I build it up more?
It's just whatever you prefer. I think it looks good. But however you want it to look.
Margot, that looks great.
Yes.
It looks like a cinnamon roll.
No, it does.
Cinnamon roll. It looks like one of them fancy hats, the swirls.
I know, I was thinking about that too. See, you can make little hats out of these. Put them on the
Uh-huh.
Margot's going to start making voodoo dolls.
Yeah, that's a good one for Margot.
Mhm.
Sell them at Halloween time.
I have my Damn It doll from Tammy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
I just
Nobody
found another
stabbed
one of those.
themselves.
Did you?
Well, it's a game changer that I did it twice, but it's a game changer that you had the pad and we're not doing it in our hand like this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank gosh.
Well, that video was like 10 years old or older, so.
Was it really?
Yeah, they didn't have boopy pads. They didn't have boopy pads then.
I think that's about as good as that's going to get. How you doing? Oh my Lord.
Put it on her boob. Oh my God.
Lord have mercy. Oh,
You are cracking me up.
I'm cracking myself up. I'm like, what in the hell am I creating here?
All right.
I think I'm making it very cuppy.
Oh, there you go. And then when you get
Oh,
get
that's
them where you
cute.
want them, we can start on the red, adding the
How
red
are
on.
you getting them cuppy? I just can't get mine there.
I'm holding it sideways like this and
Well, that's what
pulling
I'm
it.
doing.
Oh.
You flip it
Are
upside
you
down.
still using the red needle when you do
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
I moved up to the purple one.
Well, the purple one won't give you much. That's where you're having an issue. You want to use the red for shaping.
The purple's defining, huh? Right?
The purple's for when we
Defining
do
it,
our
or-
top coat. Yeah. The red is going to give you the shape.
I tried it with the red for like the last half hour.
Oh, I gotta plug in. I'll be back.
Well, it's getting a little bit better now.
What's a Christmas one we can do? You know, we
To
like
make some
always
sort of
trying to
an
do a
ornament.
Christmas craft. Yeah. I have to look
want-
one of those up.
Like a Christmas ornament or a Grinch.
Well, he's not as cute as yours with the fatness, but
He is cute. I should have sent you guys eyeballs, but I forgot. But you can get these eyeballs online and then just poke a hole and stick them in and glue them in there. And then I didn't use blood, but I used a little bit of blush and gave him some pink cheeks.
well, we can use some eyeliner for his eyeballs or black marker, right?
Yeah, you could. Or some black felt. I should have sent some of that. I didn't think.
Yes. Okay.
Well, we weren't thinking of doing faces, were we?
I didn't think you
Originally,
wanted
were you
to.
thinking
Yeah.
faces?
On mushroom for the first time, I don't know. I wouldn't. If we were doing
Hi,
it.
Dana Grace. Dana Grace.
Hi,
Ugh,
Dana Grace.
I am a mess. I don't know. This is.
You're fine. You're doing good.
I was doing good before I put the blob in the middle.
Can you pull that off, or is it on there too tight? It's felted on there too tight
No,
now?
I got it off. Oh, look
Oh,
at
you did?
that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's better. No more fried egg.
There you go. Wait, Tammy is stabbing.
I know she's really going at it, isn't she? She's still working on her stem again now.
Oh, I'm making him a little bit fatter. I tell you, don't put a knife in my hand and make me angry.
God. You want to be careful with that. Yeah, there's a lot of prisons in that state you live in, Tammy.
Oh my God, this just looks like a freaking pancake now. Jesus God Almighty.
Mushrooms are shaped like that, Dee.
I know, but ugh.
It's a portobello.
Yeah. Hmm.
Got very quiet.
Have some alcohol.
I'm working up a sweat over here, man.
I know, right? I'm tired as hell.
Oh my God. Too funny.
Hey, this is probably good physical therapy for me right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, Tammy's looks very like round and like super soft. I don't know. It looks really
Now we
cool.
know what she likes.
I pet it and being nice. Isn't it stabbing it?
You guys still have a lot of core wool left?
Quite a bit.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I got all this.
Yeah.
What, we got to do something else with it?
I kind of like this the way it is. I think I'm going to leave him.
There you go. Well, when you guys get to a point where you are ready for the red, we can start doing that.
I think I'll just.
Do we got to smooth it out with the other one, with another needle?
Yeah, we're going to use different needles for the red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So we don't
I'm
need to do it
leaving
right
mine
now.
alone. The more I mess with it, the shittier it looks.
Oh my goodness. I think it looks beautiful. All right. So if everyone has their mushroom cap, you want to grab your red wool. I think I grabbed more of a burnt orange by accident, so mine's going to be a little weird, I guess. Unless this is red. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong.
Mine's red.
Okay.
Mine's red.
I guess we do have the same color. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is where you're going to use your green and your purple needles.
Okay, so what did we do? We just tear off a little piece?
Yep. Tear off some, not too thick. Out like that. This is, I think it's called I forget how to say it, merino wool. And it's usually used as a top coat. So you wouldn't make a base with this.
Right.
This is just for the top.
Mine doesn't want to tear.
Yeah, grab it towards the end more. And just a little
there.
bit. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And what are we doing now with it?
You're going to lay it. I always start, I don't know, I start in the middle on mine. Just lay it right on the middle. Across. You don't want to do too much at a time, just a little bit. And not too thick. You just don't want to be able to see the white through it. And then with your green needle, just start in the middle. And you're going to just start stabbing this one. And it's going to go into your mushroom cap. You don't want to hold it too tight because then it won't go in there. Does that make sense? Just put it on top and start stabbing it. Either work from the middle out or the side to side so you don't get any bumpies. Now, you don't want to go too far into it because it will show on the other side if you do. If that makes sense. So you don't have to stab it like to death.
I got
Oh, you
red
mean
fuzzy
don't do what
on
have
the
Tammy
to
other
does.
stab
side.
to death, Tammy.
Yeah, see how you're going all the way in? You don't
Yeah.
have to go all the way through, but you can cover that up with white wool. But again, you don't want to stab it through because they'll come through on the other side. You just want to get it into the wool. You can even go at a little bit of an angle.
Mm-hmm.
And this will start putting your color on. Bree said she's listening while cleaning and organizing.
I'm gonna do that
Come
tomorrow.
visit me, Bree. I need some cleaning and organizing.
Come on, you just moved in.
I know you would think I could be very organized, but you know, the more you get more, I'm like, oh, maybe I should move all this over there and put this over here, and this, you know, as you're
Yeah.
getting plans are changing, or how you work around things. This is working better if I do it over
Now,
here.
are you in the house or are you out in your YouTube room?
YouTube room.
When you get to the edge, you can kind of fold it back on itself if
Yeah,
you
that's
don't want
what
to.
I did.
Yeah. And if you can see the white through, you just add a little bit more red.
Brought me ice.
Remember how much I take care of you.
I remember.
How's it going for everyone? You got it?
So as you get over to where you've got your little ends, you just kind of fold those in.
Yep. Or you can kind of tuck them under a bit. I usually will fold them under, and then at the end, I'll go around the edge with some red to get more of a finished look.
How long do we do that? Then do we go to the other color, the purple?
I would just use your green for now.
Okay,
The purple one is fine detail. I would
right.
just stay with green. That's going to work the best for you. It doesn't go as deep as the red one, but it gets it in there pretty good for you.
Okay. So what do we want this to look like before we add more, or what? I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I just added another piece next to mine. So once you finish that row, you can add more and just
okay.
keep working your way across.
Is
So you're
this
gonna
is this what it's
eventually, though, you
supposed to
cover
look
the whole
like?
top, right?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Is
So
this what
eventually
it's,
you cover the whole top of it with the red, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then once we get it all on there, you can go through. If you don't like seeing all the little holes,
yeah.
that's when the purple will come in. You'll go over it with the purple, and that'll help smooth it for you.
Oh, okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
I usually, when I do toppers, though, I don't go straight in like this. I go at an angle like this because I don't want it to come through on the back side. But I mean, you could either way
Definitely
work.
around that edge. Yeah, I could see that
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because my edges are thinner.
Yep. So you just really want to make sure that you're getting stabbed everywhere because we don't want that red to come off. We want it to be on there.
I think I need glasses now.
Kathy, we're making mushrooms. Similar to this, they're all going to be a little bit different, but we're making little mushrooms.
Hello, Kathleen. Hello.
Hi, Kathleen.
Kathleen.
Hopefully, I sent you guys enough wolf red and everything for what
Oh,
you
I
need.
think so. I think there's plenty.
I was worried about that. I'm like, oh. So, Dion, yours, see how you have so much red sticking off the end?
Yeah, can I pull that? It's hard to pull off.
Well, if you pull it, you might pull your stuff out. So I would see if you pull it before you get too far in, I would pull some of that off. Just because
And when you pull it apart, you pull it further away towards the bottom. Yeah, you reach down lower to pull.
Yeah. There you go. Because it might pull it out and you might have to stab it some more.
Right.
There you go. It's time consuming, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's
Hideous work.
But it's relaxing at the same time, though.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
So are you guys going to auction off your mushrooms?
I probably wouldn't be able to give mine away. Are you serious?
Oh my goodness. We could do a fried egg one. I think that would be so cute with
I
some
think that
little
would be really
sausages.
cute.
Yes. I never thought to do that.
Well, I am known for a fried egg comment that I made a couple years ago in the chat at Alex and Aaron's sale.
What'd you say?
Well, Alex was leaned up into the camera showing a necklace, or I don't know what she was doing, but then she mentioned about how big her boobs looked or something like that. And I said, well, at least yours are standing straight forward. I said, mine look like two fried eggs hanging on a fork.
Oh my God.
And I thought Aaron was going to spit out whatever he was drinking. And they never let me forget that. Somebody sent me a pair of fried egg earrings. And
Oh, how cute.
That's hilarious.
oh, that's what happens when you get old. You have kids, you know, your body goes to shit. You remember that, Brigia? Oh,
Yeah, I got
yes, I'm making an egg with bacon on top.
God.
Oh, dear. All right, let's see what we can do here.
See, Margo,
So
you're
it
not as
doesn't. You
scared anymore.
explain it.
Do what?
What was that? I said, Margo, you're not as scared anymore.
No, I'm kind of getting my shape here, I think. Well, now that I know I'm not going to stab myself.
Yeah. And you can always get finger protectors too.
Well,
if you're
that's what,
worried.
Dee sent Tammy that video. Tammy sent it to me and I'm like, oh, shoot.
I just thought it was so funny, and I'm like,
It was funny. It was hilarious.
Y'all thought it was funny. I was scared.
Well, and then your disclaimer, if you poke yourself, and you will, or stab yourself, and you will.
Just giving you a heads up. It's going to happen.
So it's best when you're laying this red to lay it in the same direction every time,
Yes.
because I see where I was some on the edge and it looks funky now.
Yeah, because you'll notice you want to get it going the same direction just to keep it smooth.
Ouch.
I heard an ouch.
Oh, that was me trying to open something with my hand that doesn't work right. Oh, got it. Okay.
Precious lavender buttons. Now they look like cherry pies.
They do.
Yeah, mine looks nothing like a mushroom cap, okay?
Once
It
you put
just-
it on the stem, it will.
Well, I sure hope so.
It's going to look like something, Dee. It will look like something.
It'll look like something. I don't know what. I'm just trying to get the red on, all the red on, and then go back and fine tune it.
Yep, exactly.
So, Lorianne, when you're not
Yeah.
working the same pace as us, how long does it take you to do one of these?
I haven't made them for a while, so it's been a good year probably since I've made these. So I'm a little out of practice on them. But it takes long because you got to build up that core. That's what takes a while, and then putting the top coat on does too. So it's really not a quick process, you know. Besides, once you get going too fast, you're gonna stab yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tammy, remember that. Pat called you Texas Chainsaw Tam Tam.
Texas what?
Texas Chainsaw Tam Tam.
So do you think you guys would do this again?
Possibly. I think I'd like to try an animal at some point.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't even make a mushroom, and you want to make a freaking animal.
Dee,
Yeah.
yours looks good, Dee. Look, it's coming together. It looks like a mushroom cap.
It's coming together.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's coming together, all right.
See, mine's not as plump on top as it was before I started putting the red on, I don't think, but I think if you kind of go around it, you can, what's the word I'm looking for? You can bring it back out.
Yeah. I told you everybody's was going to look different. You know, even if you watch the same tutorial, it's going to be different every time.
Margot
could make a spider, said Joanne.
Oh, that would
Oh,
be
that's a good one.
fun. That could be fun. Or I was thinking a bat.
Oh, a bat.
Oh, a bat would be cute. Or a witch hat
Oh, yeah.
with a little mouse
Uh-huh.
and a cauldron.
That could be really cute. Okay, come on. There.
Lorianne, look how smooth yours looks.
I think yours looks smooth.
Oh no, it's got all it looks like it's like wavy.
I'm gonna do.
It's these edges I got to figure out.
Yeah, well I think I'm gonna take a piece and go around the edge with it or something.
Yeah,
You could do that. That's
that's
what I do.
was thinking too. I'm just trying to cover up some more of the white that I didn't quite get.
So Jennifer here, does she have a channel? Does she do this? Jennifer, are you still here? Jennifer's new to me, I think.
That
Oh,
would be cool if
Pixie.
she does. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I just watch some videos, so it'd be nice to learn from somebody that, knows
Hey, I've
what
learned
they're
a
doing.
lot of stuff just
Mine-
watching
mine
YouTube.
a little bit. Oh well. That's
I've learned how to sew just watching YouTube.
Yeah.
Kat, are you like for real, girl? I mean, look, would you just look at this freaking mushroom cap? And she's.
It does. And you can even leave white around the edge like that. That looks cool too because natural mushrooms are like that. Right?
okay.
If you need a smaller piece, let me show you how to do this. If your piece is too long, just pull it and it shortens it, okay? And you can double up on it. If you need a shorter piece to go on.
Right.
We're getting serious now.
Ow! I got myself and I wasn't even stabbing anything.
You poked
Did
yourself?
you?
I poked myself. But it wasn't, it was on the top of my finger. Don't ask me how the hell I did that. My God.
Well, you broke the ice with it.
Wasn't bad though. Wasn't bad.
Not too bad.
Nah. I have that little mouse kit. Remember I was telling you, Lorianne, I found it in my craft room?
Yeah.
It's so cute. I'm sure mine would never come out looking like it's supposed to.
You'll have to
You have
do
a
that.
mouse kit for felting?
Yeah, I found it in my craft room. It must have came in a bag of crafting junk that I thrifted. So I just stuck it down in my craft room, and when I was down there cleaning a couple weeks ago, I found it.
Ooh, you're gonna make a mouse
That'll be
now
cute.
that you're doing it.
All right, hush. Don't everybody talk at once.
I know, right? It's like, oh.
Try.
This is the
Cover my
quietest I've ever been.
My pate, what's that hair piece called?
Toupee.
A toupee.
Toupee. Toupee.
Apartheid. YouTube is a good resource, PLB, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. That's where I learned how to do all my thrift flips.
I wonder if anyone will watch this video and say, I'm going to use this as a tutorial to make a mushroom.
I sure hope not.
Oh my goodness. Well, we've had fun doing it. So
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd have never thought of doing something like this on my own.
What are you laughing at?
She's in there laughing at herself.
I am.
She
I
snorted.
totally am.
Dare we ask what's going through Dee's head? Ow.
No ows.
I didn't bleed,
Did you stab yourself?
just very slightly.
Sticking to my chair.
Oh
I'm
my.
trying to fill in these edges here.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of confused is how we go around those edges on the bottom and make them. Let me see
Yeah.
yours, Lorianne, on the bottom. Oh, so
So
you
I've
do
been-
make it go all the way around then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I make a rim of red around the bottom here. And then I'll fill in the white where any red's coming through, and then we'll attach our cap. So I'll make sure that I cover all that. But that's just how I am. But you could let the white show if you wanted. Just your preference on it. You should get Brad and David to do this with you.
Have you got Jano to do it with you?
We can get him involved too. That's probably a no.
I call bullshit at that one.
Oh my
Is
goodness.
that Brad or Gino?
That was Gino.
That was
Oh,
Gino.
okay.
Brad's in the bedroom. I don't know what he's doing in there
I'm speaking
watching.
for all the guys. New.
He's saying
We could make a football.
Then we
There
gotta
you
get
go.
somebody for D though. We gotta get D a date.
Ow! I stabbed myself. I did the same thing. I wasn't even poking. I just ran to stab my
Did you do
finger.
the same thing?
Yeah, I just stabbed it.
Oh, Lordy. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Hey, casino, we got a thunderstorm. So
Oh, we got thunderstorm? Okay.
there's something they might lose you.
Okay, thank you. Thought I heard it raining out there.
We had rain yesterday.
Rain
and
in
the day-
here.
but not enough. We needed more out here. It's very dry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Boy,
we-
we've been getting so much. You can have some of ours.
Oh, I'd love to have some of yours. Then I wouldn't have to worry about watering my grass that's already
Yeah.
dying.
It's crazy. Everything's so green here right now, though.
Yeah. See, I'm up in the high desert with the sagebrush. And it's just
Yeah.
dry. Okay. Let's see how I want to do this.
I find it difficult to get this smooth and nice when you really can't stab straight in. You have to do it at an angle.
Well, you could stab straight in, but remember, it's going to come through on the other side. So you just have to cover it. And then when you put the white on, you don't want it to
You
come
can't
through the
scratch.
red.
Yeah.
So I've done a rim around mine here. You can see I just have this piece to go, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And I have a little bit of white showing, so I'm just going to do some more red on top to touch up those areas too. And then we're going to come in with our polka dots, if you want polka dots on yours.
Well, of course, you can't have to have a mushroom, has to have polka dots.
Exactly.
Gotta have polka dots.
You know, my first one that I did do was a kit that I got at Michael's,
Mm-hmm.
and it was this dog. And I didn't know what I was doing. Look how flimsy it is. Like I was not stabbing it enough. I mean, he stands up and he's cute. I put a little heart and I gave him a little butthole.
Aw.
He's got a little
Because
butthole.
every dog needs a butthole.
He does. But this was the first
How's
one I
another
ever
dog
did.
going to sniff him?
That's cute though for your first try.
Yeah, it doesn't look anything like the kit, I can tell you that. But I made him my own.
Right.
And that's what it's about. Just having fun doing it. You know, everyone has their own little style and hanging out with friends.
Do we use the purple
go.
needle at all on the top? Or
Yes,
just
you
the
can.
green?
That's going to be for smoothing it out.
Well, that's what I need to do. Smooth this out
There you go.
because it is.
I'll be honest with you though, I didn't have a purple needle until I ordered them for you guys. So I've always just used red and green. But yeah, we could try that purple and see. That's what it's for. It's a 40, I think it's a 40, whereas this green one is a 38. So I think it gives you even more smaller holes and detail.
Well, damn, I think I've been using the purple one because my colors came off.
They did?
Yeah. So I don't know what the hell color I'm using.
Oh,
She's
no.
holding that needle tight.
Oops.
I know this one's the green one. It still has some green on it. This one it's got a little red dot.
You're going to
Yeah,
have
if
to
you-
fill the width.
Yeah, if you can put some color on those so you don't mix them up, then you'll know for next time.
Yeah.
If you have some acrylic paint or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Are you
sure these
kidding?
don't
That
have
girl's
any
full of
acrylic
paint.
Yeah, I don't know if you have any acrylic paint, but if you do,
Yes, I do.
ooh, it's thundering here.
Ooh, I wish it was here. I missed a good thunderstorm when we were in Texas. I woke up in the middle of the night one night and there was a big thunderstorm going outside, and I just kicked myself in the tush all the time that I didn't get up and go outside and enjoy that.
Yeah, you don't really get that where you live, huh?
We do, but not real often.
We out in California when I lived out there, we didn't ever get thunderstorms. We'd get the lightning, but not the thunder.
Yeah, we had a tiny bit. Was it yesterday or the day before? And all of a sudden it rolled in real dark and I heard a little bit of thunder and we got a little bit of rain and then it just stopped. I was so excited and then it just stopped.
And then nothing.
And nothing.
Well, my mushroom has a beard.
A beard. She's a different one for sure, for sure.
The bearded mushroom.
Oh gosh.
You
This
are
one's
cracking me
starting
up.
to sound kind of fun.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, Sherry. Hi, Verna. Hi, Roxana. Ooh, it's coming down out there.
Do you hear my rain?
You got
No.
rain too?
I got the door open, so you should be able to hear it.
Ugh. Oh, this one's the purple one.
There you go. And you can get these little wooden pieces. I found them at Hobby Lobby. They're just the little wood rounds. And then
Oh, yeah.
I bought some of this like green felt. I don't know. I just glued it on there, and I stuck a ladybug there, and then I
How
just
cute is that?
put them next to each other. I was gonna start
Oh, is
making
that
these.
you
And
and Gina?
that's me and Gino. Ketchup and mustard. We go together like ketchup and mustard. Oh, did you hear
Ketchup and
that?
mustard.
I heard that.
Yeah. That's that. That's thundering. My dog hates thunder, so I know she's freaking out. We won't get any sleep tonight if it's thundering.
I want this one.
All right, how's everyone doing with the coverage?
All right, I'll show you in a second. I'm coming.
I don't
around.
think mine's gonna.
I've got
be
mine
better.
bled through a little bit underneath, but I'm not
Yeah,
comfortable with it.
mine has too. Yeah. But you can put a little white over there if it bothers you, but it's underneath. So you're not really going to see it. Ooh,
Ooh, listen to
Ooh.
that.
Who is that? Is that Tammy or Lorianne?
that's me. It's really going out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't have thunder. I just have the rain right now.
I want to do there.
I didn't know it was even supposed to storm. Why couldn't it do this during the day when I'm at work and then my power go out?
Right?
Right.
Yeah. It was so busy today. The calls were just back to back. It's a lot.
What do you do, Lorianne?
I'm a probate rep, so I worked for a credit card company. So when somebody passes away, I help their family close out their account and go through everything
Okay.
with them. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Gotcha.
yeah.
You still doing it from home or you got to go in?
No, I wouldn't be able to go in because it's like 3 hours away, the office is. So I work from my basement. I'm like a little
that's
troll down
nice.
there.
She's like a little troll.
I know. My sister just moved to Florida and she sent me this picture and she's like all nice and tan, like laying on the beach. She's, her legs are all tan. I sent her a picture of my pasty chicken leg sitting on the couch. I was like, I'll never get out of the basement. Hi,
How
Hannah.
red do you make it? Can you see the white in there? Do you cover that too?
Yeah, I go through it. I go over it with the red just to make sure you can't see any of the white. But if you want some white to peek through, you can certainly do that.
So the red.
I
Oh, you go over with more red felt or the red
Ye-
needle.
ye-
Yeah.
not with
red.
the red needle. You want to use either purple or green. Right now I have purple, and I'm just going over the top with some more red wherever I missed. And there's white showing. I just like it to be really red on mine, but.
Okay.
You laughing about.
I'm just looking at this thinking to myself, what the hell is it?
You know what? This is your first time doing it. So you're just getting used to the needles and the wool. So I think
Right.
you're doing a great job. Yeah. And the more you get used to it, the better. And you'll find a technique that you like, maybe that works better than, what I showed you. It works better for you.
That's okay. At the end, we're going to we started with mushrooms. We ended with
Right.
Mine
Well,
looks just
actually,
like
Whatever.
that.
You say we started like this with raw wool, and this is what I made, right?
There, see, there
I
you
mean,
go.
you started with pretty much nothing, and you've made something from that. So
That's right.
We just hope we can identify our something.
I think you will. It's gonna come together.
I'm gonna make up a word like I do in my regular language, and it's gonna be something.
I just got to go around that a little bit. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
It's a Harry
Well,
Potter
enjoy
story.
your supper. Enjoy your supper, Sherry.
Thanks for coming and joining us.
Yes.
Sorry, we're not talking a
Sherry.
whole lot to the chat.
Yeah, sorry about that. I can't even, if I look up, I'm gonna make myself bleed, so I probably better not.
Good thing we're on the red part now.
Yeah,
You won't
blends
see
right
the
Yeah,
in.
I
blood.
can't tell.
I think that purple works pretty good at smoothing it out. I've never really used it, but it seems to be smoothing it pretty good.
Try to-
I can't tell if this is green or purple. I do believe this is the purple one.
Well, fill them. The smallest one is a
Mine
purple.
is
The center one.
not smooth whatsoever.
Well, mine's not completely smooth either,
Look
Dee.
at that. It is not smooth.
You
That's
know
what
what?
mine looks like.
That's how mushrooms are. Girl, it looks fine. Look at it. You got all the red on there. Mine's not smooth either. It's got bumps in it, but that's how a mushroom is.
This never gets as smooth as if you were flat ironing your hair, right?
Yeah, and some people
Or does
will
it?
flat iron the wool. I've seen that. They use
Really?
flat irons and they use shavers or scissors and cut it if they don't want any loose strands at all. They'll trim it. Yeah, I'm not that serious about it.
So when do we put the dots on?
Yep, as soon as you get done with your red and it's where you want it to be, then we can add the white dots.
I need
think
to do a
I'm-
little more.
Fine where I'm at.
I'm not quite there yet. Almost.
Oh, there you go. See, yours has got the big bump in it.
Tammy did good. Mine is
Mine's like these. Mine's flat, but I'm going
Yeah.
for more of a flat, natural mushroom look. I think yours is even more curved than mine. Mine's really flat.
I want one little piece here.
Oh, same thing with the dots, huh?
Yep.
You just
You're
pick
gonna.
where you want your dot.
What you do is you just ball them up in your hand. Take a little bit of white, not too much. Ball it up in your hand. Lay it on there wherever you want to dot. And you're going to use your green. And just start poking it in. It'll get smaller. You want to drag it with your needle in. Drag it with your needle in and stab it to make a circle. Okay? Drag it with your needle to kind of form the circle.
Or you balled it up first, right?
Yep, you don't want to use too much. You don't need a whole lot. Well, depending on how big you want your circles, I guess. And just stab it in there. You don't want to stab too deep because you don't want them to sink down in.
Okay, now what are you using for the circles? Which wool are you using?
I sent you some white, which is the small package.
Okay. And so now show me again how you do make your little circles.
Yeah. Oops, I almost dropped my needle. You're going to take a little bit of white and ball it up in your hand.
Mine don't ball.
I know. Just make it as good as you can. Set it where you want it. Using your green needle, you're going to kind of stab it in there a bit and then drag the outside towards the middle and stab it to make your circle or your dot. And they can be as big or small as you want them to be. Or they could be different sizes. You don't want to stab too far down in because you don't want them to sink down in. Does that make sense? You just kind of want them felted in there, but not sunk down in. You can come from the sides in to make them more round. And you can use your needle, kind of drag it. It's real quiet again.
Concentration right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just do however many you want to do on there.
Like that.
Let me see. There you go.
Just like it.
Yep. Yep.
Quite
She put
sure.
it front and center, right in the middle.
Still not. Like.
I think we should auction off our mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tammy, your sale is on Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Mine's Thursday. Margot, yours is on Friday. And then Dee's on Saturday. Boy, we're all on different days.
Yeah, that works out good. So Wednesday, me, Sugar Britches Thursday, Margot Friday, Dee Saturday. Ooh, y'all have time to come see all of us.
I'm doing a metal sale, so it's all metal stuff this week.
I
been
like
having-
theme sales.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate to say it, but we do have to make up. We're making up our linen sale this Thursday. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Almost forgot about that.
And I'm sticking with purses and jewelry right now only because it's easier on the packing and shipping for me than doing a
Oh.
bunch of bubble wrapping and
Oh, yeah.
all that right now. So a few more
I like
weeks of
keeping
that.
stuff together, like items together. Like when I do the metals, I don't want to be shipping glass with it. That's why I try to
Yeah.
keep all the metals,
Oh yeah.
heavy stuff together.
Then again, I'm like kicking myself in the butt. I pulled a bunch of glass, and I'm like, I'm gonna be shipping glass on glass. If somebody
Yeah.
buys, 2 or 3 things, it's gonna be
Yeah.
glass on glass.
And it's so difficult because some things you got to do a box in a box, and then it's like Jenga, and you're trying to find a good box
Yes,
to use.
Jenga.
And that's like the worst part is trying to.
Frankensteining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at Frankensteining boxes.
Yeah, I don't Frankenstein them at all. I just try to find a box that works.
Yeah.
I unfortunately Frankenstein quite often.
Do
I've
you?
Me
gotten
too.
some
I
of
do
your
too.
Franken boxes.
Because I sell big stuff
Yeah.
and, like pictures and like
Ow.
large things that I have to do that. I'll tell you
Bree said-
what, picture boxes are expensive.
What are they?
Like picture boxes to buy,
Oh.
they're expensive.
Oh, are they like a flat, like bigger one?
Yeah.
Oh God, those are like whenever I saw big books or something flat, those are the worst boxes to find something that fits. The
Yes.
flat, big items, like a big picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bree said she's doing all metals this week too. Awesome.
Are you doing that on Whatnot, Bria? Or on your channel?
I still haven't been brave enough to do Whatnot.
I haven't either, Lorianne.
I've
But
done
you
it.
know what? I
I've done
kind of
it.
feel like I'm comfortable where I'm at right now, and I
Yeah.
don't, need to just press anything. I don't need to venture out real far to anything else. So I stick with what I've got.
Yeah, me too. I got enough with YouTube. I'm good.
Well, and once I get, past this carpal tunnel stuff and I can do some crafting and the painting again, that's if I do anything, that's what I would want to kind of maybe expand on, kind of like Dee does with her craft channel. But
Yeah.
even there, Brad and I do so many other things and, with our traveling and stuff that I just don't really want to obligate myself to too much.
Too much on your plate, then it doesn't become fun anymore.
Mm-mm. We did finally make our airline reservations last night for Hawaii. So we leave September, I think we leave September 9th and we come home the 17th. We're in Honolulu like 8 days and we're renting a car. I told him, I said, we could take an extra suitcase and go thrifting in Honolulu. Who
Hey.
knows what we might find there?
Binks is trying to steal my mushroom stem. Hey, get the hell out. Hey.
It looks like fun.
Mister. This has been a lot of hard work there, dude. You ain't, hey, get out of there.
You know what you could have done? You could have made like a face on the mushroom. I was just thinking about that. That could be a mouth and a nose and put 2 eyes up there.
Oh yeah. Instead of on the stem, do it on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually have this really fuzzy wool that I use underneath my mushroom, but I ran out of it and I don't know what it's called to order more of it, but it's a really like foamy wool. I always put it underneath the mushroom, but I didn't have any of it this time. So that's a bummer.
Thanks. I
Go back and look at your order history.
Where I'm.
I don't know if I even got it at that place. It might have got it out when I was out in California.
Oh.
When you
There
were in
was one.
California, where were you living in California, Lorianne?
Right near Napa Valley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So there was a lot of wool places out there where you could just go and get your wool. He's gonna eat your mushroom.
I know. He's like sticking his nose in there. I said, don't be sticking your nose in here when I got this needle in my hand.
You might get him.
Exactly.
You want
Oh
that.
my gosh. You could make a little mushroom hat for him and put a ribbon on it, tie it on. Dee's gonna be making Halloween costumes for her cats.
Right. Hi, Binksy. What are you doing? Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more and that's it.
Probably should have laid out my circles first. So I'm guessing, oh, here, maybe here.
Do them all ahead of time.
Oh, yeah, trying to figure out. Now I look like, am I doing them too close?
Thanks. You're making me stab myself. Get out of here. I'm stabbing it, and he's nudging my other hand into the needle.
Black cats are very ornery.
Stop. He is stubborn. He's like, you're going to pay attention to me and like it.
A lot of people make cat toys. They'll put catnip inside the wool.
Yeah.
Some little ones.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Do you make yours flat? Because mine are not flat. I like mine to have a little bit of
Height to them.
yeah.
3D, making them 3D.
Yeah, I didn't make them flat.
Awesome. You can do them however you like. I know some people do little specks. I like to do the polka dots.
Okay.
Come on.
It's not going to be too bad, I guess, once I get the stem on.
Yeah, it's gonna look just like
See
a
that?
mushroom. You imagine these in brown too, like the more natural ones.
Mm-hmm.
You could do like frayed ribbon around the edges. You could do a lot. Yeah. I wonder if you could make something to hold brooches or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a display for like when you do your sales and you sell jewelry. I made Gino one of these Cheetos. This is so dorky, but his ring kept falling off and he was leaving it lay. I made him a big Cheeto and he puts his ring on it in his nightstand. So he doesn't
That
lose
sounds
it.
cute. Well, he gonna find that red Cheeto, that big orange, no, big
Yes.
orange Cheeto.
And you get different types of wool too. You get more of a natural wool. This is curly. So if you're doing a sheep or something like that, you could use the curly wool on it.
Ugh. Would you stop it?
Get in there.
I'll show you some of the ones that I've done. I have all these fishing line on them because I had them hanging as ornaments on a tree. But this is a little frog.
Oh my God, how cute.
Oh, that's stuff? That's a felt?
Yeah. A little frog. I
Oh
did
my
this
God, he's cute.
a little couple. It's a piggy and a poodle. They're a little couple, little poodle and a pig.
Oh my gosh, how cute are those?
Is that poodle? Does it look curly? Is that the felt you were talking about, curly?
The lamb or the sheep that I did is curly wool. See it?
Oh, wow.
So you can get
See?
different types of wool.
Buy all your balls that way.
Did a little teddy bear.
How
holding the ball.
Cute.
I'll just show you some of them that I've done, but there's all kinds of tutorials. This is similar to the one that the one that you sent me where he was stabbing himself.
Oh,
laying
yeah.
down bunny. I showed you the dog. This wiener dog I made way too long, and so I never finished him because he's just so long. I never gave him a tail. But it's a wiener
Let him
dog.
be long. Just finish him. Let him be long.
I know.
Let him live his life.
And then I did a turtle.
Are y'all watching what I'm dealing with here?
Yes, I'm seeing Binks. Look at him.
He's laying across my stabby.
Did you guys hear that?
Was
No.
it more thunder?
It like zapped. I wonder if it lightning, like if it hit our house. It made like an electrical noise in here.
Huh.
You didn't
I
hear
didn't
that?
hear it.
Is that like
I didn't hear
tornado type weather, Lorianne?
Oh, no, for tornadoes, it's becomes very still. There's no wind, no sound, and the sky turns brown. Usually.
I thought it turns green.
Well, it turns different color. When I've seen them, it turns brown and it gets real still. And then it's like a Mack truck or a train coming through.
Right.
Yeah. This is a jelly bean I made.
Oh, how cute.
Oh, that's cute.
I made a little peep, 2 different types of peeps for Easter. Those are fun. So you can do a lot. You just let your imagination.
He is an affectionate cat. He just is ridiculous. He is. What are you doing? Now you're cleaning yourself over here? Hi, what's up? What are you doing? Hi. What are you doing? You're laying on my stabby wabby.
He's going to be using that stabby waddy as a scratching post soon.
I know.
All right, you guys ready to add your stem?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, by the way, I hear Brad in here telling somebody something, and I'm going to share this with you guys too. You know, we had been listening to some of the stuff about the economy this morning and how it's very possible that we maybe start seeing some barren shelves. So since we had to go to Carson City today anyway for my doctor's appointment, we decided to hit Costco while we were there and stock up on things like toilet paper. Costco was out of toilet paper.
Wow. Not again.
Yeah, right.
You'll need your red
What do we
red
need?
needle.
What
Oh,
color
the
do
red
we
felting
need?
needle.
We need red.
I don't
Yeah,
have
because
any
Oh, the
red.
red needle.
Yep, red needle.
Okay.
Get your stem in the middle, fray it out as best as you can.
And just start stabbing it in, huh?
Yep, and you want to stab it in, but you want to be careful not to go through the other side because it'll show when you're red.
Gotcha.
We're just attaching it, so you don't have to go all the way through. But you'll use that frayed edge to attach.
I didn't have a very big frayed edge, so
Yeah, that's okay. It'll still be a problem. It won't be a problem. You can stab through your stem into the,
yeah.
and you can use some wool as well if you need to add some wool around that.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll take
Yeah.
this piece here.
And just wrap it around so you have something.
You know what? It's a mushroom, honey.
Oh,
Look.
okay.
Look, honey.
What does it say?
Wow, that's not even in the middle. Let me get this in the middle first. I thought it was in the middle, but
You should
apparently
see
not.
Binks over here with Dee. He's just laying right in the middle of her project. What are you eating? Oh, those are my cookies that Tammy got me hooked on.
What are those?
The
Which
Bordeaux,
one?
the Pepperidge Farm Bordeaux.
Well, at least you can still find those damn cookies.
Uh-huh.
She got me hooked on her wine and I can't find it now.
They've got some there. Becky was looking it up in the ones in her area in Huntsville, and she looked at some other ones. I can't remember, and it showed they had them in stock. So all you got to do is go to totalwine.com and put in your area, and it'll show, and then what you're looking for, and it'll show you where it's available, what stores have it.
That's what I need to do. I haven't done that yet.
Look at Margot ain't messing around.
Hey, not when it comes to my whiskey.
No, she went shopping all over the state for it, the country.
I found 4 more bottles while I was in Texas, and but I left Tammy with what, 2.5.
Yeah. No, 1.5. One
Oh,
whole
just
one and a
1.5?
half of one.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
and she drank it already.
I drank it already. It's really
It
good.
didn't last,
Good
huh?
whiskey. It's good whiskey.
No,
I like my whiskey.
I don't like whiskey, and I do not drink whiskey, and this is good. I don't like the smell of whiskey.
So what are you mixing yours with when you drink it?
Dr.
Or are you
Pepper.
just pouring it on ice and drinking it?
No, I mix it with Dr. Pepper.
Good.
I haven't never tried it by itself.
Is it attaching for? Oh, it looks so cute. Oh, I just stabbed
It's
myself.
attaching good. This works
Did
good.
you make all of those, Lorianne? Did you just make all of those that you got sitting there?
No,
Oh, I think
no,
we've done one. Lorianne's done 3.
nope. I just brought some examples. I just took some of the white wool that I used. Oops, I dropped my needle. Scoot
The
back and
coral
get it.
wool.
The wool that I got for the polka dots.
Oh, are you using that on underneath?
Yeah, I added a little bit here, and I'm gonna just finish it really nice and kind of
Okay.
attach it to the stem, and it gives it a nice finished look. If you want to do that, you can. You don't have to.
What are you adding to it again? The core?
I'm not the core. You could use the core, but I'm using a little bit of that white that I set for the polka dots,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just laying it in there and giving it like a frothy, not felting it all the way down, so it gives it like a frothy look to it. Do you know what I mean? I would use this stuff here, but I don't have it, so I'm going to use the white. And I'm using I'll use the purple needle so it doesn't push it too far in. You don't have to do that if your bottom looks good already, but mine had red coming through.
Yeah, mine does too. Oh, now I made my stem crooked. Oh, that's okay. Who cares? Crooked stems.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mine's a little crooked too.
Well, it's because the way I'm attaching it here. I added a little more of the core around it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Cassie, you're fine. You're okay. I know. I can't hold you when
Hey,
doing
baby,
Good.
would you give me some more ice?
You're okay. I'll be done soon.
Thanks, honey. All right, where's this one?
Gino, can you come get her?
Thanks, baby.
Voila. Oh, got too many dots put together.
Okay, purple.
Need a dot right there.
Oh, yours looks so good. Oh my gosh,
I need
everybody's
an
came out
add
great.
dot. Thank you, thank you.
You gonna put a little face on yours?
His body ain't fat enough for a face.
You can always add
I don't
more to
think.
the stem if you have more
Yeah, that's what I
coral.
need to do.
Here's mine.
Is yours all done?
Yeah, I just added some white underneath. I like it kind of frothy under there.
That's what
You
I'm
can-
doing right now.
You can see it when you're holding it sideways, the fibers. I like that.
Oh, perfect.
And I like it kind of tilted. See, it
Show me
kinda
the
looks
froth.
like-
Your frothy. Your
Yeah.
frothy stuff. It's fuller, huh?
Yeah, I used
Okay.
some of that topper wool for the polka dots and just put it under there a little frothy. But I think my stem could probably be thicker too, but that's okay.
So next time, honey, you and David and Gino are going to do this.
Yeah, right.
He said, yeah, right.
They're going to be like, it's a penis. We're making a penis.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it. Wouldn't that be fun to see what they come up with?
Oh my
They would
God.
really stab themselves.
Yeah. Look, here's the stuff. We're not telling you what to do. Just go for it.
You can go watch the tutorials here.
You know what you can do with these, and I've made a couple, are the pens or pencil toppers.
Oh, what does that look like?
So you take a pen and you felt around it like your stem, and then you add your topper on top for your pencil. And you can take the pen and pencil out. It makes like a core in the middle so it holds a pen or a pencil.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've made some of those. Those are pretty fun. What a great job you guys did. I mean, you went from this to what you have there. I mean, this is what you started with. Nothing, just raw wool. It looks great, Tammy.
I guess it is still a little more hollow underneath here.
See, I
Tammy,
like
look
the
at
way I
yours.
like
That
the way
came
that
out
looks.
great.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
He's a little crooked. See, his stem's off sideways.
That's okay.
We're just gonna make him
Mine
lean
is
like
too.
this.
I'm
Give him a
fixing
little
mine
lean.
right now.
Give him a little lean.
Yes,
If
you
you
do,
have time to
PLB.
lean, you have time to clean.
Dee's really filling hers in, and that looks really good.
Yeah, I have to. I'm trying to fill in around the stem a little bit.
Yeah, support it a bit more.
Yeah.
And don't mushrooms have like this little like rim around them halfway down the stem?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Boy,
that
this
tender
storm-
again?
Yeah, it's just, and my dog she's freaking out. She wants to be held the whole time, and you have to
Yeah.
pat her back. She gets really freaked out. Well, she's from California. We didn't have this out there, so now she's a senior dog, and she's like, "What the heck is this?"
What kind of
you
a
know?
dog is she?
What's that?
What kind of a dog is she?
She's a Shih Tzu.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Woohoo!
I think I am too. I
Let's
would
see
love
it.
mine to be a little more this way, I think, but oh, there.
Dee, it's a mushroom. It's not an egg. It's not a UFO. It's a mushroom.
Not a UFO.
You got it.
Not bad. Not bad, guys. Yay.
I'm putting a little more froth.
I kind of
I'm
like
gonna
a couple
frost
of smaller
myself.
little dots all around it.
Oh gosh, look
Make
at
it look
Margot's.
more poisonous.
Love it.
Oh my God. See, I like how she shaped hers.
See, I did like Lori kind of did underneath.
I tried to do that and I couldn't figure out how to friggin'
Yeah.
do it.
See, I just started kind of poking around, and I switched around needles too to get what that
Yep.
shape. And on this side too, you can do that.
I
Work
think
it.
mine has the smallest stem out of everyone.
Oh, these are cute. I'm proud of myself.
Sherry said
Hey,
she
wait.
just got back from the kitchen and everyone's done an amazing job on your
Mhm.
mushies.
Thank
Margot, you look like you got feathers around yours.
I
The lip
do.
of yours.
Probably don't have it all punched in, enough.
Yeah,
poked
it
in,
looks like
stabbed enough.
you have a boa. You got
Yeah,
a
yours look
boa.
really
You got
good,
a big
Tim. Yeah, I
one.
like
Yeah,
Tammy's.
I like Tammy's
I
too.
like
Tammy's
Tammy's.
looks really good.
Yes.
These these are the kind you walk out in the forest. You don't want to eat these.
No.
No.
You don't want to eat them when you find them like this.
No.
Oh, these are cute. We gotta do another
Another
one.
something. For a doggy. Let's go. I can do a doggy now.
Let's not
hard.
get carried away. Let's not get carried
Yeah.
away.
My word.
I like the idea of like a Halloween one, something Halloweeny,
Oh, I
cutesy
like
or
this, Tammy.
something.
We could do a
good
pumpkin.
Uh-huh.
Pumpkins
that's
are fun.
Pumpkins would be fun. You could make the little indents in them and put a face
Oh,
on
yeah.
them.
Mhm.
Yep.
A pumpkin, yeah, that sounds easy.
Yeah.
Making a ball.
Let me go grab
It's
my
my little
piece that
umbrella.
Almeida. I'll show you this one that you can do for Easter. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I feel
How
like I need to
cool.
poke my red.
Yeah, I want to see a bat too. I want to see her do a bat.
Your red. Your red. Let me see yours up close, Tammy. Your red looks really smooth. Doesn't it?
Does it?
Mhm.
Wow.
Does it? Mm.
Yeah, see, mine looks.
Yeah, we got lines.
I got lines.
I love your little poof balls on yours.
Yours
Dee.
yours actually looks like a little hat going all the way around.
Oh God.
Felt that tutu in. I think that's what frothy means. Lightly touched in there. I don't know what frothy means. What does frothy
Well,
mean?
fuzzy. Like, like,
Fuzzy.
Let me
yeah.
see underneath yours, Tammy.
Frothy, fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing it lightly. Probably could use some more right there, but
I would like to have some
Did I
smaller.
frothy?
I think some smaller little dots on there. I might put a few more of those around, just little ones.
Yeah.
I want the fat guy. He should have been a
Terry.
shorter stem.
Hi,
and
Roxana.
fatter. Oh,
This is
those are the peeps.
little marshmallow peep, and then you leave it like a raw edge for the marshmallow, like when you break them apart.
Uh-huh.
Oh, those
Oh,
are
how
cute.
cute.
I did
That
a
is
little bunny
cute.
one too. These are fun.
Roxanne said I could make a black cat for Binks.
There
Yeah,
you
there
go.
you go. For
Mhm.
Binks. For Binks to play with. Put some catnip in there.
And
Did
no
you put the
band-aids
name-
were used.
Sandy
Nobody hurt
Webby.
themselves.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No blood. No blood.
No blood.
Lori Ann, let me get a pen because I want to write down those two places. I know one of them was Serafina, but let me
Yep.
get a pen. Hold on. Oh, hold on. God, I've been sitting too long. I can't get up.
I
My
think I put them
fingers
on
wish-
your I
Crap.
put them on your list, your directions.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I
on
thought
there?
I just looked at it.
Yeah,
it's on there.
Serafina,
Serafina, it's on
Fiber,
there.
yes. And what's the other one?
I
Oh,
think I mentioned the
Serafina.
wishing shed.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Was it
guess
called
I guess
Serafina
I
and
got
what's
a
the other one?
0 in speed reading.
So I get my supplies through Serafina. I think they have really good wool. But for tutorials, the wishing shed, Serafina does do tutorials too, but the wishing shed on YouTube, that's where I learned to make all the little like bunnies and little cutesy stuff. They take you step by step through it. You make all the different pieces and then you put them together.
Now, does Serafina, do they sell actual kits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can buy kits for specific things. Like if they have a rooster, you buy, and they sell you everything you need for that specific one.
Okay.
Yeah, check out their site. They're pretty good. And they do like a Fiber Fairy Friday or something where you can get good deals on stuff. It's a little pricey, but you know, you're going to pay for good wool, and you're going to have your project's going to come out a lot better than using the Amazon wool.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
you guys.
Okay.
Unless you have any local wool places near you, Margot, you might have some out there where you're at. Some
I
of
would
the
have to
yarn stores and stuff will sell. wool.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sherry, it's easy how to join the stem to the cap. You just put your stem in the middle
And start stabbing it.
and
But this, the bottom,
you
one end was flared.
yeah,
You didn't
one
pack
end was kind of frayed, and that's the end you put, and then you just start connecting it by stabbing it.
I told
then
Brad
like
I
they-
wish I had a fake
I
finger.
go
Jerry?
I could
Halloween
put him in a
with blood
cloak.
on it or
I
something you
like
could
those.
put
See,
on.
I like the little fatty ones.
Yeah.
I know
well, you
those
can,
are so cute.
you can attach them to a base, and then you can put a cloche over it.
I had some wood rounds downstairs.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any more, but I could put it on there. I
I
guess.
just used hot glue. And if you want them a little bit more sturdy, you can actually put a wire armature
I was
inside.
thinking that. I was
Yeah.
thinking that. Yeah.
I don't really like using the wire because when you're stabbing it, sometimes you hit the wire and it's a little bit more difficult. So I don't
Right,
usually
right.
use wire. But you can. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying after it's finished, if you could, well, you wouldn't be able to put a piece of wire up in there now once
No.
it's, yeah,
Packed it too much.
but.
See, you were
Came
so
out
worried. And look,
cute.
it came out perfect.
I'm still
What?
adding
What'd you say?
dots on mine.
What, Margot?
I said I'm still adding dots on mine.
I don't see how you just made this cup and you really stuffed it full for those fat ones. You just stuffed it full.
No, it's pretty hollow under there. I just made it
Oh,
a
okay.
very deep cup. Very deep cup. Stuck him in there.
Or you made this come down longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's
Okay.
deep in there. It's like a hat for him almost, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are so cute.
And he's just much fatter. You got to deal with him, make him much fatter.
I like the more cutesy ones, but the weirdest thing, whenever I would try to do something, I would always end up either it would be a donkey or an elephant in the end. Whatever I tried to do, it would just end up as that, and I had the hardest time. But I can show you my favorite one that I've ever done. He's up here on my flagpole. Let me grab him. He's the biggest one I've ever done, and he's an elephant.
Oh, he is big.
Oh, look how
Oh,
cute
see,
that
he's
is.
adorable.
That is cute.
Oh, that is precious.
I did little jingle bells on him just around his neck, but he hangs from my flagpole up here.
Aw,
Cute.
that's adorable.
Just depends on, whatever you want to make. I didn't use a tutorial for most of mine. I just kind of,
I was
Did it
fixing to ask you
go?
that. Do you have something that tells you what to do next? No, you just go with it. You just kind of form it.
yeah, that's why I was always ending up with either an elephant or a donkey. I don't know why. I have a lot of donkeys and a lot of them are weird shaped, long bodies. Like his legs are too short for his body. You can see he's not proportionate.
He's still so cute though.
He's adorable.
But that's what makes
Oh,
him cute. He looks derpy.
He does look derpy.
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 Yeah, I mean, if I would use the tutorials, I would come out with better results. But sometimes I just start doing the wool, and then it just ends up something totally different than what I was going for. So, but like him, he has the metal armature in him, so I can bend him. So he
Okay.
hangs. Yeah, he hangs from my my flagpole over here. So
Look, Roxana, this is the first time she's heard of felting. And she loved that you shared this craft today.
Yes, I am. Lori Ann, thank you so much for doing
Not a
this and
problem.
sending us all the kits and everything.
Yes, for doing, I mean, yeah, sending us everything. This was, I don't know whose idea it was. I thought it was yours. It must have been Dee saying, I want to learn to do it, but I don't remember.
I think
I
he
need
said,
that
"I wanna
elephant," she
learn how to
says.
do it."
I'm
I'm
gonna
game for
tell you what.
anything.
I am gonna try to tackle that mouse.
There you go.
A mouse?
Yeah, the kit.
Wait.
I'll show you.
Oh, the
I
one that
found
you
it.
have already. Okay. Yeah. Now that you've done it and you got an idea, you can do it.
All right.
And you're gonna do a tutorial on it. You're gonna do it on your video.
So this is the kit that I found in my basement.
Oh
Oh,
my
he's
goodness.
cute.
Oh, how cute.
Isn't he cute?
Yes.
And they give you a piece of foam to stab stab into, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's got the needles.
I've never run across a felting kit thrifting.
Here, I'll show you the mouse out of the package, because it's the glare. It's got everything in there. And I was like, oh, look at that.
I want to make a jacket. She says.
I know that elephant's adorable. Adorable.
Oh, you even got to make the shawl.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it cute?
It is cute.
You're making your own
can
fun, like
tell.
little Stife type creatures, you know? They're adorable.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I say we need to also try to make each of us have to make our pet. You got to find the colors and make your pet.
Oh, you're gonna make a Jack Jack?
Yeah, make a Jack Jack. She's gonna have to make a kitty cat. But these two are gonna make kitty cats. Me and you'll be making doggies.
Big gray guy.
Or we could make our like logo or something.
Oh, a logo. That would be so
no.
cool.
I don't have a logo.
That
Like
new one I
Margo.
got would be in that white thing that I put
Yeah, I
on.
can't wait to see what kind of
logo.
face you would make on your face.
Oh my god.
Andy, both of them have faces.
Huh?
To make
Faces.
your logo out of felt.
I don't have a logo.
You do. The logo you share is your face.
So you guys know that there is another version of felting. It's called wet felting, and you can make purses and artwork and stuff. And it's basically you roll it in soapy water, the wool, and you add pieces and roll it, and add pieces, and it fuses the wool together. It's this whole big process. I've never tried it. But there's another version without needles.
Oh, wow. Well, so it's really large shapes, not necessarily small individual pieces.
Yeah, well, you use small pieces of wool and you layer it on. Sometimes they'll do huge pictures, sometimes purses or tote bags or baskets. But they do give classes on those. I've never tried it, but you need a table to do it on, and you roll it with stuff. And I think you use bubble wrap, and I don't know. It looks pretty involved.
It's called wet felting.
Yeah,
Wet felting. I'm gonna have to look it up.
yeah, it looks pretty interesting. It's more of like a textile.
Hi,
art.
traveling crafter.
Hey, traveling crafter.
Hi, traveling
Thank you,
crafter.
everybody, for joining us tonight too. I know we were very quiet, but we were trying to not have to search out a
Leave.
tourniquet or anything in the process.
This way.
So the next holiday coming up is patriotic.
So what would you make, a flag? What?
Memorial Day.
4th of July.
Memorial Day, 4th of July.
And then after that, we go into the fall.
But then you get Labor Day and then into October, into
I
September.
definitely want to make a pumpkin.
Yeah, pumpkin would be fun.
I think Halloween stuff would be fun. Bats, pumpkins, ghosts.
Right?
So who's going to come up with the next craft idea? I did this one. Who did the painting one?
Who did the paint? Whose idea was the painting one?
I think
think
it
it
was
was
a
mine.
combination. That was a
I
combination,
said, let's
I
paint
think.
something. Because I knew they painted, for sure. So I was like, and I don't, but let's do it.
Was that when I
what-
made that was when I made the black box that I
Yes.
didn't like.
Did you ever finish that?
Yeah, I sold it.
Oh, good.
I sold it at my live sale. I mean, somebody really
What's
liked
the
it.
next thing
So
we can do?
God, I
What
don't
is
know.
the
I'm
next
not
thing we
good at
can do?
coming up with those ideas. How about a makeup tutorial? I can teach you guys how to put on false eyelashes.
Mine would be like glued to my forehead.
yeah, try to put false eyelashes on when you wear glasses and you can't see without your damn glasses.
I used to because don't you get one of those big magnifying mirrors that you sit in front of that's like a 10 times magnifier. Because before I started wearing contacts, I used to wear glasses and I did it. Mm-hmm. I sent you. How many pair did I send you?
I know you did, and guess what? I couldn't do it, and I poked myself in the eye trying to do it. I said, you know what? Enough of this. And then I did get it on, but then it was driving me crazy. Like it was like hitting the corner of my eye. I must have had it too close to your tear duct or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I'm done.
Once you get used to them, though, you can't even tell you're wearing them.
I'll just slap on some
Six.
mascara and call it a day.
How long did this take us? We started at my time 6,
At my
7,
time, 4,
8,
5, 6. So it's
2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
About that.
This is a 2.5 hour project. So how would you sell this for your time?
Well, the thing is, the more you do them, the quicker you're going to
See,
get.
I like yours. I like the shape on yours, Tammy. I like the way
Yeah.
yours films up really nice.
It's really
I kept
nice.
doing this and turning it sideways and felting down like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doing
Hi,
it like that.
Kathy.
I was doing that too, but I couldn't get a lip on there.
Yeah, mine's flat too.
Yeah.
But I like them like
Yeah,
this.
see.
More of a natural, but yeah, I really like
Yeah.
yours. You guys did a really good job.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
was
keeping
going
that?
for the funny character
Or are
guy.
you auctioning it off?
How you doing, Kitty Cat?
Hello, Kitty. Let's see, whole darn thing replay.
Yeah.
Well, Traveling Crafter, is it Angela? I think her name's Angela. Am I wrong?
I think
She does
I
crafting.
know. I
but
felt bad
mostly
that I
see
didn't
her
know it. I think
journaling.
so.
I don't know
That's
what all
one
she
thing.
does.
I
but know
never
she
got
does
into
journal.
junk journaling. That's one thing I never got into.
Yeah.
Or
You know,
And if I'm
scrapbooking.
going to get into junk journaling, I'm going to go back to scrapbooking because
Looks like an
I would put my
earmuff.
pictures in there.
It does.
I know. It's like, I watch the people that junk journal and they create some really nice ones. Christy, she created one that sold in one of the sales. I can't remember which one. That was, it was just neat. It borderlined on dark. And if what I was thinking was, I would like to, every time I run across and going through all of my boxes of crap and stuff, an obituary or something that I've saved from people that I know, I asked Christy if she would
Oh,
make me
yeah,
a
that would be
funeral
good.
one, and I could send her things gradually that I would like to have put in it, and the old dark photos, cabinet cards, and
Oh, yeah.
real obituaries of people that and everything that you've kept throughout the years.
Christy's very good at it. Yes, she's very talented.
She's good at it.
Actually,
She's
Christy's very talented in a lot of things. I've done assemblages with her when she used to work at the library. She did these backgrounds. She's very talented. She's very crafty.
Yeah. Yeah. She is for sure.
I like that idea. Precious lavender buttons. Couldn't think of your name.
An
Making me
orange,
an
yellow, and
orange,
green one for your
yellow,
kitchen.
green.
Did you see? I got to show you the glasses I'm going to send Tammy that I found. Brad and I hit this funny little sale in Fernley last weekend before last. And it's one of these that they open up these storage units and bring out boxes and boxes, and you have to dig. You literally dig. Check these out. Don't these look like Tammy?
Oh my God,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So cute. Wait, those are the ones you're sending me, right?
Those are the ones I'm sending you, yeah. And I think I looked them up that they're vintage Libby. I can't remember, but they're in fabulous shape. I mean, not
Never
only did
see 'em
nobody ever
footed.
stick these in the dishwasher, I'm not sure they were ever used.
My next door neighbor, when I was growing up, had wallpaper like that on her walls in her bedroom. Those
That sounds so
retro-
pretty.
Those retro flowers
Yeah,
in all
yeah,
different colors. Yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah. I thought these. I
I
found,
wonder
and
if
I
David
dug
would like
all
that
over
if
the
I
corners, too.
painted the
I dug
retro
and dug
flowers
looking
on my
for
walls.
more.
I could do that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well.
Well,
Oh,
I have
Tammy, you're
fun.
really
Let's look
missing out on this whiskey, babe.
Shut up, ma'am. Unless you're
I
gonna
gotta
send me a
count my
few bottles.
I gotta count my bottles and see how many bottles I've got, because I've got some stashed over there underneath my old my great grandmother's old hutch thing, and then I've got some bottles down here in this cabinet. I think I've got at least 30, but I'm not positive.
Don't be telling people. They're gonna be like, "Send me one. Send me one."
Kitty cat. So did mine. My banana seed had them flowers on it too.
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
those seeds
love
like that. I never had
strawberry.
one.
The
I
yellow,
had the
the
strawberry
green,
sizzler.
the yellow, the green, and the orange, you know.
Yep. The bike was,
All right.
I believe, I have a picture of myself on the bike, and then I actually had on these ugly purple bell-bottom pants with white, those big flowers, white flowers with yellow centers all
Like
over the
daisies.
pants.
Sounds
There's
actually
some
kind of cool.
daisies.
You know, the bell bottoms are coming back, Dee.
Mhm.
I love bell-bottoms.
I always like bell bottoms too.
I like boot cut.
I want to see
jeans.
this picture.
Mhm.
I want to see that picture of you in these bell bottoms with the big flowers.
I have to, I don't know. Is that in
Yeah,
this?
go dig for it and show me later.
I will, because it's in one of my photo albums, I think, in the closet. Yeah, and I got a new bike for my birthday or whatever. So yeah, I was standing on the bike, not sitting, but standing up, but on the bike. You know what I mean? For the picture, and you could see the banana seat with all the flowers, and it matched my pants. Oh God!
That sun's coming in my window now.
I think I was like 7.
Aw. I never had the flower seat. I had the strawberry sizzler, so mine had strawberries all over the seat with the pink
Okay.
tassels. And then somebody stole it. And you couldn't get another one. My mom had to get me a pear one, but it was not as good as the strawberry one.
Never.
Those
All right, we'll
ones,
have to
Joanne,
talk. You know, just
too,
throw
Joanne, do you
ideas
remember
out
those
there in
organic
our.
paper flowers on the stem? Do you remember making those? Those are
Uh,
the ones I'm thinking of. Making those paper flowers. That was something we used to do
I used
too.
to
and I
make
can't
those
remember
paper
who
flowers.
we
I
used-
made a whole background of paper flowers once for a wedding for my birthday party. It was a birthday party for my daughter-in-law. I did
Do you
do
remember
that
the ones
out of
Lorianne made and one of the craft things we did
Yeah.
that one time? Lorianne did those flowers.
the
Those were
tissue.
beautiful.
Oh, I can show you
Beautiful.
something you guys might be interested in doing unless you've already done one.
What is
Let
it?
me grab it and I'll show
Okay.
you. And it's a very easy craft. Hold on.
I was fixing to say we could just chit chat about our craft, but now she's got
Mhm,
one for us.
Dang, I got rice everywhere in here.
Really? Mine stayed in my
Well, no, it's from when I was trying to fill it.
oh. Get our little mushrooms.
Yes, we have a sale Thursday, linen sale. And Miss Sugar Britches has a sale.
on
Well, I'm not
Thursday.
doing anything till Friday. I will do my Friday sale, but I'm not sure. I've got to go to Reno on Saturday. I have my friend who I visited in Florida, my friend Heather is going to be out here, but she leaves Sunday. So I'm going to have an early dinner with her Saturday night. And then last week there was no karaoke any place out here, and I was jonesing to go to karaoke. But this week they put together at our little Chestnut bar karaoke and a barbecue. So when I get into Reno, I'm coming straight into karaoke. And Brad's going to bingo. They're having one of those big things at the Nugget for bingo, and he likes his bingo, so he's going to bingo, and then he'll meet me. So I'll probably invoice on Sunday. I might try to do a little bit on Saturday before I have to get ready to go to Reno, but most of it I'll probably do Sunday this week. All right. Oh, where'd Dee go?
I'm right here.
Oh, that is so pretty. Is that out of those same kind of? Yes.
No,
Wait,
Is
is that
a wreath?
it's a wreath.
But it looks like
Okay.
it could be a
Is that
hat,
made out of
doesn't
paper?
it?
It's close. Very
Coffee
easy.
filters.
Coffee filters.
That's right. That's right. Yes, I would love for you to teach us how to do those coffee filter flowers. I
So
love
Is that
it.
what you use? You use a pencil and twist it on and poke it in?
With
I've
hot
done
glue.
that.
And you
With
can
hot
use
And hot
color.
glue, yeah.
I have a white one, but this is the pink one I did. I did some for a wedding in a barn. And we did all
Yes.
white. But you can
Yes.
dye coffee filters and just put them on a wreath. You could make hats.
A
with-
derby hat, a big derby hat.
Yeah.
That
We
would
did
be
that one year. We
fun.
made head hats or whatever. Hey, Virginia says she loves that. Is it for sale?
It just goes on my bedroom door, actually.
I
You
think
can
those
make
are
them
so
with
cool.
you can make them with sheet music too.
Yes.
I've seen them
Oh,
made
yeah,
with,
that would be nice,
with
yeah.
sheet music.
Yeah. You can use the natural coffee filters too. So it's like the brown natural, like a burlap color. But
Right.
yeah, this is an easy craft to do too.
Now,
And you can make them the
dye
small
your-
ones.
if you're going to dye them and do them color, though, you dye them before you do this, right?
Oh, yes.
You
Right,
soak them like
yeah.
in the sink or in the dye, or what kind of dye do you use?
I just used food coloring, put them in the
Yeah.
sink, and then I laid them out in my shed to dry for a week.
For a week, you
Yeah.
let them dry.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of them that I dyed, so I've got a big stash of it downstairs in the pink. Yeah, so
I
made a huge garland of
um,
them too.
when I was working in the nursing home, for the residents that really didn't go to any activities, we would have to visit them in their rooms and do some kind of a craft or do something with them.
Mhm.
So one time I made coffee filter flowers with them, and they
Yeah.
really loved those. I can't remember how to do it now, but it was a long time ago.
Well, how many coffee filters do you need? I mean, for something like that, for us to do our first craft project, of course, we probably wouldn't want to make that great big thing. We want them to learn how to make the flowers themselves. So,
Mhm.
how many coffee filters do you need for like one flower?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You're the only one that's done it.
Yeah, you're the one who does it. Dee's done it some too, obviously.
Yeah, for the coffee filter flowers, you want to pre-dye them ahead of time. Again,
Right.
dry out. There's a tutorial on YouTube that you can see how to do them, but you cut them different ways. So you would want to
Yeah.
cut them all and just put them in stacks, and then and you're hot gluing them.
I think you're putting them
How
on
many?
a pipe cleaner
Yeah.
or something.
How
But
many does
many
it
do you
take?
need? I mean, if we were going to do
I
a
don't remember.
craft project with them, like for a first time with all four of us learning how
Are
to
you
do
talking about a wreath, Margot, or a
well, or
flower?
anything just to start with to make because the wreath, you're going to make the flowers and then attach them to the wreath. But how many coffee filters do you need to make like one flower?
No, you don't. They're not flowers, Margot, that are on the wreath.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You're taking a coffee filter and you're putting it
On a pencil, like to bend it
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
and push it into the styrofoam.
I always just put hot glue on the end and then stick it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Okay.
use
So
a
you're not
pencil.
actually
You're not-
making a flower.
Okay,
You're just
Okay, but hypothetically, how many coffee filters would you want to dye for something like that? For a project like that, how many would you want to dye?
Virginia says 300.
I have no idea. Well, however many a package comes in, you're going to get quite a few in a package too.
Okay.
Yeah. But craft you definitely have to prep for if you're going to dye it. You can also just do a white one. Get a small wreath from the Dollar Tree, your
Right.
coffee filters, and a pencil, hot glue. You're ready to go. I haven't done any small ones because I don't know how that would turn out with the big coffee filters.
Do you know how many packs of coffee filters you went through to make one of those big ones?
No, it's been years since I've done one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I would assume, I mean,
flowers
you get like what, 300 filters in a pack or something?
like 100 on the small ones and probably, close to that, I would think.
But you wouldn't even have to, like you said, if we were
Bye,
going to do it,
Virginia.
you know, if we didn't want to prep and dye have them already dyed and stuff to put it together, you could just do it with the white. You could probably even take the white though, but you could get like any kind of a spray paint or a floral paint, you know, and even paint it after the fact, couldn't you? If you wanted to.
You could use.
Oh, they make an ink spray. That's cool.
Mhm.
Where you don't have to go through the trouble of dyeing them and laying them out.
Yeah, we
Well,
used to
it's
use
craft
floral
says-
paint. Yeah, in the wedding chapel. So they make specific paints for flowers that spray on very, very nicely, you know, so that you don't have to. I mean, you could coat it if you want, but as a rule, you just use it to give it a hint of color, kind of thing. So that would probably work too.
Like
after
the
fact.
tips of the
Mhm,
filters or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
mhm.
Well,
It's
with the,
almost like a dusting it with it, you know.
patriotic holidays coming, you could do a white one and then just decorate it with some flags.
This is
Or
yeah. There you
even a
go. There you go.
If you're wanting to do something for patriotic.
Yeah, that would be.
We
that
could do
would
a
be-
red, white, and
I like
blue
that.
wreath.
How to do those? I think
We could dye so many blue, so many red, and then leave
Okay.
so many white.
Yeah.
Okay, you're saying this with coffee filters. I've done it with fabric, cutting out square fabric pieces
Yeah,
and doing
I've
the
seen
same
that.
thing. We've done it with fabric.
Mhm.
You can poke them like that, or you can actually make strips and tie them if you get a thinner wreath, wire wreath.
Right.
There's
I
that.
made a Valentine's wreath like that. I bought a wire ring, and I bought a pink, white, and red chiffon ribbon, and I cut them so long, and then you just sit there watching TV and just knot them all around the entire
Mhm.
ring, and it comes out so cute.
Yeah, you could always just dip them. That's a good
Yeah,
idea
I
too,
did a-
Carol.
I did a mourning wreath when an old boyfriend of mine passed away. I wanted a black wreath to put on my door, and I had one years ago. I can remember my dad getting one that was beautiful when somebody that we knew passed away, and we put it on the door at the business. And then I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago, I ordered one from a florist, and I was so disappointed when I got it because I felt like they had just done nothing but take greenery and spray it black. You know, that's not what I wanted. So I did do one, and I did it with, I can't remember exactly. I've got it actually out in the garage somewhere. It's in a bag. I put it away, but I added on to I think I went to Joann's and I found black florals that were decent because I don't like all the black roses. Sometimes they look really chintzy. So I was being really particular about it. But I did found black leaves and stuff and did it with that. And then I integrated, he liked the red roses and pussy willows. So I put red roses and pussy willows in with the black. And it was beautiful. I used to have it keep it hung on my door. It really looked nice when I was done with it. So.
I could see that with like some black lace in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be really pretty.
There was other stuff in it. I don't remember everything. I ought to get it out one of these days and look at it. So, but I can remember, I think I hung like a black cross that dangled right in the middle of it too. So it was all, but you know, I like the dark. So I lean toward black, anything black.
No.
No, not
No,
years
you
ago.
don't.
I know, it's like I watch your tutorial. I don't want to call them tutorials. I watch your DIYs, and you're so good with like. And I've even broke down and bought some pink chalk paint, and I've got some blue chalk paint. Have I used them? No, because everything is like I'm just so drawn to the black that I start doing something I don't like the way it looks, and so I paint over it with the black. I just paint my black. One of these, I did do a pink rolling pin. In fact, Angela, dear Angela's Vintage, purchased that one from me on one of my sales, and it's the only one I've done. It was pink, and it had the DIY. I don't remember which book it was, but it had like the wildflowers with butterflies and bugs and stuff. It really, really nice. I love the DIY transfers. Really love those. Once you use those, I ordered some of the
Talking about
Premier Design
IOD?
ones too, and none of them compare.
Are you talking about IOD?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say?
DIY.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
heard
I
of
mean,
that.
you're gonna pay a pretty penny for the IOD transfers,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you get what you pay for.
But and that's the
mean-
thing. Like I've ordered some cheap ones. When I first started doing this, I ordered some cheap ones on Amazon that were just like plastic stickers, you know.
Yes. Yes.
And then even the Premier, what is it? Premier Designs. I don't like their bugs. At least, you know, some of the things are okay, but their bugs don't look like when you do
She
an
judges the company by the bug.
butterfly, it looks like a bug or a butterfly. And they just
Premier
don't come out.
Designs? What's
Yeah, is
Premier Designs?
I think they're Premier. I think it's called Premier Designs.
Are you talking about redesign with Prima?
Oh, that's it. That's it. Thank you. You know where I'm going. You know.
The IOD ones are nice. I
Yes.
just bought the berry mold. The
Yeah.
berries. The
Yeah,
summer
their
berries.
molds are fabulous. But I gotta tell you, I have found some pretty comparable molds on Temu.
Have
These are
you?
the-
Oh, I haven't tried
Oh,
those.
those are
Let's see how
cool.
cute that- And look at the morel mushrooms there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
wait,
the
you
mushroom
already
mold.
done?
They have good bugs on these. I got the frogs and the snails and all kinds of little critters with the mushrooms. And I just took an
Wait,
old
you bought
picture-
those already made? They're
No,
already
I made
made
them.
like
I made them and painted them.
Are they clay molds? Those are clay molds.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're using the air dry clay?
Yep.
Okay. See,
Use the air dry-
I have thought that. I'm going to get better at that because I watched you with the molds. I've tried a little bit with the molds, but I have not been successful yet. So that's something I need to toy with too.
Well, the
because I
secret
love
to
that.
it-
That's adorable.
When you do your molds, when I pull them out, I'll drape them over so they mold the shape I want, and then I'll let them dry on here and then glue them on. That way because I pull them out when they're wet like this.
Oh, instead of gluing them when they're wet.
I glue them, but I let them dry a little bit. I kind of form them on here because I want them to kind of wrap around and kind of just stick over a
Right.
little bit. And so I'll form them on there and then glue them down, but I do pull them out when they're wet.
Okay. Okay. And see, sometimes too, I've heard that if you do it like that, where they kind of overlap or if some of it's going to come off, you can do is it the resin ones instead of
That's
doing
what-
the air dry clay, do the resin because it's
Yeah.
sturdier than like the clay would break off easier like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do
if it's
that, like
gonna
this one
hang
sticking
off.
over.
Right.
If it's gonna hang off the edge of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I thought about trying
That's
that.
cool.
I've been playing with, and I ordered that same clay that you used, Dee, and I've played with it, but I haven't been, like I said, I'm not successful with it yet. But I've thought about trying the resin one or the whatever it is. Is it a resin or is
Harder.
it? Tell me that again. Oh,
It's harder.
yeah,
It holds
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought about trying that maybe
I
because
love
they've got one that's
resin.
like I
I
can't
love the
remember who makes it,
resin,
but there's one
but
that's like a 10-minute. It sits in like
Yeah, amazing casting resin.
Yes, yes.
But the problem with that is
Hmm.
if the molds only have one of each design in it. So if you have to make 4, you gotta do them one at a time with the
And let them
resin.
dry, go through
And
the
yeah,
whole
and you gotta keep mixing the resin. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That's the only thing that I hate about the resin. But the quality of the resin is way better than clay.
Okay.
But it's a pain in the ass. It takes a lot,
Unless, of course, you have more than one mold and then you just pour it all at once. But
right,
molds are expensive.
exactly.
Well, but the Temu ones, if we can continue to get Temu type prices in consideration of the tariffs and everything, I don't know how that's going to affect. But so far, Temu's saying it's not affecting them. But so if they've got, with Temu, it would be reasonable to order 5 of the same mold or 6 of the same
Right.
mold, and that way you have it,
Right. I mean, I've bought several molds from Temu, and they're like copying IOD.
Yeah.
I've noticed that they're coming out with molds that look just like IOD molds.
And see, I'm glad to talk to you about it because you know them, because you get nervous that even though they look like IOD molds, do they mold like IOD molds?
I'll tell you what,
the
I've
same?
gotten some that I don't even have to put cornstarch in them. The clay
Really?
comes right out.
I have the worst time with that if I don't use a lot of cornstarch.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
but with the resin, you don't use any cornstarch or
No.
anything, do you? The resin just
No.
goes in. Oh, look at that. See,
If
Yeah.
you're
Well,
looking,
that's
now.
if you're looking for bugs and stuff, see, they have really good, you can see it a little bit better on this one. See the frog down here
Yes.
and the snail. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way.
Where did you get the bugs?
The mold.
Those are IOD.
They're
I have-
IOD?
I have a mushroom one,
I
all
have the
the different-
mushroom mold.
and then there's a little critter one with all different types of bugs and lizards. And
Oh, okay.
IOD.
I'll have
Yeah.
to look for that because I didn't know they had that one.
Yeah, see, I haven't toyed much with the molds. I do have some transfers that I was able to acquire somewhat reasonably that were like last year's Christmas, which once they discontinue, you don't get them again. And you look on eBay and people are selling those books for, big freaking bucks. But I got lucky and I didn't pay a whole lot for it and got the book with like the Christmas fairies, and I think it was from last year's.
Yeah, I
And that was
had.
before. Yeah, so I'm anxious, or I'm looking forward to being able to use those. But I hate that too when you find ones that you really, really like too, and then another one comes out and those are gone unless you snatch them up. There is a store in Carson where I've been buying them, and they and I like that rather than ordering them online because what am I talking too much?
No,
Tammy's falling asleep.
Tammy's
Who is?
falling asleep sitting there.
who?
You.
Me? No, I was looking at my phone.
Oh,
You were
anyway, but I go into that store, Dee. I go into that store, and then I can look at the decoupage paper. I mean, they have everything, and they don't have the fusion paint. They have the DIYs, and I think something else. And still, I'm a fusion girl. I like the fusion paints.
Yeah,
Out of
I
all
do
the paints
too.
I've used
It's
fusion.
just so expensive, though.
I know it is, but
I've
it
never
goes a
tried this
long
stuff. That's
way
why I'm
to
not
go
talking. I
with
haven't
it.
tried any of it yet.
I mean, for a jar of fusion paint about this big, it's $27.
$36 or more. And the
But-
last ones,
Wow.
remember I told you about
It-
that gal that had the little ones on sale? Some of those I got from her weren't even full.
Mine
You ordered
too. I
some?
know. I had the same problem.
Yeah. And she did send me 2 of one. She said it didn't feel right when I picked it up. So I'm putting another one in there. There's no charge, So
Yeah,
she's
most
probably
of
been
them
sitting
were
for a while.
most of them were not even full, or they were there
Dry.
was like this much in it or whatever.
Yeah. I got that too.
But the fusion paint, what's nice about it is that it has a primer in it,
Yes.
and it has a sealer.
Yeah.
And it paints on like butter. And you don't have to seal it with
I know,
wax
and
or
even though
anything
there are
like
some things,
that.
I know you still do just some sealing from time to time. I watch you. And so there are a couple of things I would like to go ahead and probably seal, and not with like a wax when I'm doing like those doing it over the silver plate or something like that, I would probably want to spray that, I think, with like a matte finish or something, or an
Mhm.
acrylic finish.
Yeah.
Oh, there was something else I was going to say about it. No, I can't remember what it was.
What, that Karen Williams gonna kick your butt when she hears this?
Again, well, no, because I have not painted any silver plate because I promised Karen Williams, and I've got a whole stack of it here that Brad got on some auction. I promised her I will take pictures of it and send it to her first, and I will only paint silver plate that she sanctions that I can paint because
She
she's trying to send
Sherry,
it.
Sherry, it depends. If you get the big books, those you get probably 5 pages of transfers or so.
Something
5 or
like that.
6.
It's not a lot, and a lot of them are bigger in those too for bigger pieces, you know.
Right. Yeah, and they're like
30 something, 30 plus.
$35, $40 for a
Mhm.
book. I lucked out and found that one book at Goodwill for $3.99.
I know. I look every time I go to the thrift store. I'm looking.
I
looking.
couldn't
I know what I was
believe
gonna tell
it.
you. I know what I was going to tell you. So, talking about back to the Fusion paint, I bought some DIY that is supposed to be comparable to the Fusion with the primer and the sealer in it. And there was something I painted that kept chipping. It kept chipping, and I was out of the black Fusion, and I finally got some more, and I went over this piece with the black Fusion and let it dry really good before I did my transfers, and it did not chip with the Fusion on there, but the
Yeah.
DIY did chip on me, so I don't trust the DIY.
Yeah.
Now, there's also another one they're calling All-in-One. Is that the one that comes from Heirloom? Maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
And I was offered a free sample of that, like the pint size one. I just had to pay for the shipping. That was like $6. And so I've got some of that, but I haven't tried it yet. And I also have some Paint Couture, I think.
I like Paint Couture.
All right, is this what we're doing for our next craft? DIY
doing-
stuff? I mean, IDU?
Do you want us
I
to
don't
vote on
use-
it?
No, I
You want us
think
to
we
vote on
should
it?
do. I think we should do the patriotic wreath with the coffee
Okay.
filter.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. That means Lorianne's got to teach us again. But Dee already knows how to do those.
Oh, it's so easy. There's nothing to teach.
Good.
Deal teach that one.
I mean,
Okay. So plan it before 4th of July or right at 4th of July?
Oh, let me check my very busy calendar.
we should plan it. We should plan it in June.
I do have a doctor's appointment I got to write down in here for
Towards
June.
towards like
June is next
maybe
month. Can you
maybe
believe
the
that?
maybe the 3rd week of June.
3rd week. Okay. All right. We'll settle a date in our Instagrams, to check everybody's calendars.
Perfect.
June, around
Yeah.
the 3rd week. So
I'm
check your
solid.
calendar to see
I'm
what's good.
solid in June. Let me see when my next opening is.
You're solid in June. We got to make sure you're in town is what we got to make
Gullible.
sure of.
You're so gullible. You just go right into that.
No. I knew it's either you traveling.
No,
It's
we're not
either
traveling. I don't think we're traveling until September. We're going to Hawaii in September, and the only reason we're doing this trip is because we won it on an auction for that dog rescue that I'm on the board of directors for. So at one of their fundraising auctions almost 2 years ago, and we have to use it by October 25th. Otherwise we lose it. So we had to pay for the airfare, but we have like 5 nights on Waikiki at the Outrigger Beachcomber, I think, hotel. So we've got to use it up or we lose it. So we're going, and we could, if you wanted to pay your own airfare, we can have the hotel for 4 people, and it would be 1 room, but I'm sure we can make it work if you want to come to Honolulu. Just get your airfare. So
I'd love to go to Honolulu. Tell them where you're going for the winter.
For the winter. Well, and that's what originally we were going to try to combine these 2 trips. because we're
No.
we're taking a
That's not what I'm
cruise.
talking about. That's not
What?
what I'm talking about.
What are you
Where are you
talking
going to
about?
snowbird at? Where are you going to snowbird
Go
at?
to Texas when I come back to Texas?
I'm going to be her snowbirding house.
When I come back to Texas, you guys got to come back out here too, you know. I know, Dave, but you could always come without David and spend a few extra days. Then he could drive out and pick you up and spend a couple more days and drive you back, you know. It took us.
David was actually trying to get Dee to come down. He keeps telling me, "Hey, when do you think we can get Dee down here?"
I know that would be so much
We'll drive up
fun.
there and get her.
Mhm.
You're going to drive up there and get her, and you're going to drive her back. Okay.
Pick me up on the way.
There you go. See,
There
Lori
you
lives
go.
in
Well,
Ohio.
we
Maybe
could go up
she
there where
could
she's
go to
at
New
with-
York and get D, and then could drive down.
Lorianne, where are you?
I'm in right on the Michigan line in Ohio.
Okay. Okay.
I tell David I want to go in that area because I
I
told him I
haven't
want
been
to
up
go
there
meet y'all.
either. Yeah. See, we go to Ohio occasionally to visit my daughter, but she's down in more in that southeastern Ohio, I think. And who is that? Oh, I'll call this back. But we haven't been up into Michigan.
Well, you need to come up and
That's what we
visit.
haven't touched yet. So we need to get up there. That would be. I'd like to see Michigan.
There's a lot of good antique malls around here. So if anybody ever wants to come, we've got guest rooms.
Shit, y'all have
Michigan.
great estate sales over
Uh-huh.
there.
Well,
And
you know
garage
what?
sales.
Mhm.
It's funny because last year we had thought about going to Ohio, but then we changed it to Tennessee.
Why didn't
So,
we do it this year?
Because
I keep forgetting where we're going this year.
Where are you going this year?
Kentucky.
no, we already went
Um,
there.
Oh.
We went to Kentucky and then we went to Tennessee.
I thought you guys said where you were going. I'm trying to remember.
No, we haven't said yet.
No.
Oh,
Oh, you're
I
not
can't,
telling
I never
us.
can remember it.
What,
But
Karen?
Ohio is a place I would have liked to have gone. I would like to do that.
guys,
And
are
that's
always
still
welcome.
closer to y'all.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say where we're going yet.
Give us a
That's
hint.
why I'm glad I keep forgetting.
Give us a hint. Give us a hint.
Alabama.
No.
I think it's up north. Alabama, that's down by me. So no. it's not
Wisconsin.
that close.
Pennsylvania. Chicago.
Pennsylvania would be good. You know, the thrifting, everybody you see,
I don't know.
there are so many YouTubers from Pennsylvania that thrift Pennsylvania. And the
We're
thrifting
going
looks
to Pittsburgh.
fabulous.
Oh.
Pittsburgh, PA.
Fabulous.
So
I'd love
that
to go
was it.
to
I knew it started with a
Pennsylvania.
P.
So I'm trying to decide now.
So Karen's saying, no, you're not supposed to be telling.
Oh well. Anyways, I don't drive on the thruway at all. So I mean it's a 3-hour drive from where I am.
I don't
So
like
my
the
daughter's
freeway.
like-
Not especially even in town where I live. I do not like to drive the freeway.
No.
I will, but I grew up in the Reno Sparks area. I know the back roads, and I can get you across town probably safer and in the close to the same time frame than getting on that freaking freeway.
I'm
Yeah,
the same
I'm
way.
not.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
yeah.
Yeah.
80's not too bad, but the
It's a
580
3-hour drive for you.
is that it. I don't
3
like. I
hours?
mean, every week there's accidents up there. I'm like, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Well, my son
road.
said he would drive me the 3 hours. And then just like spend the day or whatever there or a couple days in fish or whatever, you know, and then come home. And then he'd have to drive back and pick me up. But I'm thinking, I don't know, because I even get anxious on the thruway when someone else is driving, except David. I
Now,
feel
David's
I-
driving. No, David, I've been in the car with
I
Tammy.
feel
I'm good with
very
you.
comfortable with David.
Bradley will scare the fucking shit out of you. Dead serious. And look at Tammy's face. He will. His driving, I am like I can't even believe that.
Maybe
I still
can't say
remember
shit
this
about
man
me
for
no
4
more
years
after
and get in the
driving
car
with
him the
Brad.
way He drives. He scares the shit out of me. He scares
Yeah,
the
I
shit out of me.
just I'm just trying to decide if I just want to fly there and get it over with, or have my son drive. I haven't decided yet.
You're better off if you're going to do one of them flying one way or the
Hi,
other. You're
Sherry.
better off having flying there and having him pick you up because of all the stuff you're going to be bringing back, so you don't have to ship it. If you're going to do flying one way, I
Yeah.
would do it coming there and have
Pardon
him
me, I
pick
have
you
to blow
up
the old
so you
schnoz.
so you don't have to ship all of your packages. She always has like 4 to 5 boxes that she has to ship
Of
back.
course. Oh my God, Brad and I've done that. Brad and I've done it, and still come home with the car freaking packed. That trip we took up to New Brunswick back down. Oh my freaking God. That's when we met Dee too. We thrifted everywhere we went. Everywhere we went.
Mhm.
And by the time we got to Ohio,
You got to. You're a reseller. You got to stop and
uh-huh,
thrift.
it was like, it's amazing the difference in the stuff that you find across country too. The same things that
Mhm,
Tammy and David,
mhm.
we took them to our honey hole, and you should have seen their cart. It was like freaking overflowing. And things that Brad and I are like,
Remember, that's where we got our chair. First
that
piece
big
of
green chair.
furniture.
I cannot believe they got that in their car. That's like getting that picture that Poodle got you, I think, in your car too, when it was stuffed full.
Oh, yes.
You
Good
did
thing
it.
those were 2 different trips.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, wasn't that Kentucky where you got the poodle picture?
The painting, poodle. Yeah, it's a poodle painting. That's what we call it, the poodle painting. Yeah.
I think that
Kentucky.
that was in Kentucky, not Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Do you guys do the Goodwill bins?
We don't have a bins here where I'm at.
It sucks. Our Goodwills here suck, period. Brad and I don't even bother with the Goodwills here.
Not even the bin store? 'Cause I
We
think
have
there's one in
plenty of them.
The closest
Do what?
Goodwill bins to me, from what I understand, is Rochester, which is about 60 miles away. That's where Hazel Atlas lives. But then somebody told me that they thought they opened one
Hi, pal.
just past Buffalo, which is, Buffalo's about 30 minutes from me.
Here, come
So
here.
I think it's about a 45-minute drive
Yeah.
total.
I think there's some bins in
I got
Pennsylvania
one for Pal and one for my mom. Where are
you
they?
guys can go through.
I didn't leave.
Yeah, that would be.
We have a lot here.
This
We
is
took
my
me to our
friend
first one
Pal.
when she came to Texas. We took her.
This is my friend Pal.
Hi.
She takes care of Squatter for us when we travel. This is Tammy
Oh.
up in Texas. That's who the people that Brad and I went to visit in Texas. Her and her husband.
Uh-huh.
This is Dee down here. She's in Niagara Falls, New York.
Whoa.
And this is Lorianne. She is up in northern Ohio by the Michigan border.
Uh-huh. So
Look what we made. Lorianne taught us how to make.
what's it?
Oh,
Mushroom. Mushroom. Uh-huh. How'd you make?
I had to show you. Out of this, I took a piece of wool like this and turned it into this.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever.
Did you go out in the car, baby?
But we took Dee to her first Goodwill bins down here in Texas, and it's not that great. The ones around me are not that great. The best ones are in Austin or Oklahoma City is the ones
Yeah,
I found
because
to
the
be
one
better.
we went to was mostly clothes.
Yes, and most of them are all here mostly clothes.
Yeah.
Not very many hard
Well, that's what
goods.
now just chit chat.
Yeah, we're chatting because we
Right.
just want to see show Pal your mushrooms. See, she's like, "Are you kidding? Or did you really make them?" Yeah, see, we all made one.
Oh, how nice.
Lorianne sent us all the stuff, and we then taught us how to make them. We all made
Oh,
them.
cool. Hey, that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna wear my hat. I can wear
I
it like
know.
this. Yeah.
You could do that.
Hi.
You
How's
could do
that?
Flower.
I have my own umbrella.
What you been doing today?
Oh, I went to see Amy.
Yeah, Kat, that's
No, I'm yawning too.
Oh, that's right. I remember setting them down up there on the porch.
3
I
hours.
got her
That's
something for
what,
Mother's Day. I got to give her.
that's what we figured it at was 3 hours. Why is it farther than that, Kat?
I had something for you too, but I didn't bring that.
It's like 3 hours and 20 minutes or something like that.
Here, how much water to keep in here, so you do it right at the bulb. Look at these. They're tulips, and it's the bulb, and it grows in the water from the bulb.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Uh-huh.
It's
It's got
nice.
all the little directions back here. So happy Mother's Day. That's
Oh,
for you.
thank you.
You're so
I have.
welcome.
I have.
Wait, is it Mother's Day already? Did I miss it? I didn't get nothing for Mother's Day. I'm a mom. Did I?
It hasn't passed by yet. It hasn't happened yet.
Hey, I'm going to send you a package eventually. I am putting together some things for you. I have these glasses, and I have that other thing that we have talked
Don't you
about.
think you and her almost look alike?
Who? Me and her?
No, this.
Me and Dee?
Uh-huh. Now look.
Pal thinks you and I look alike, Dee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look.
Well,
Remember.
Kat Law said that it's 8 hours from her, and she's in southwestern New Jersey, Pittsburgh.
You need to put that in your GPS to see how far it is.
My daughter did, and
By
it was
car.
like 3 hours and 20 minutes or something. I thought she did.
Mm.
What time is it over there?
These two ladies right here, Lori Ann and Dee, are 3 hours ahead of us.
Oh.
Tammy is 2 hours ahead of us. See, it's only 7:30 here.
Mm.
It's
Do you wanna
9:30 here.
Let me make
It's
it
10:30
10:30
here, past my
you.
bedtime.
Mhm.
So I'm
Okay,
gonna
you guys,
dip.
are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to go?
Yeah, so the next one we'll
Yeah.
get together and we'll do the coffee filter wreath. Or
Yes.
coffee filter,
Coffee
whatever.
present. So I'll prepare for that. That's good to know now, so I can start looking for
Yeah.
the stuff.
So what we'll need, we'll need the coffee filters. We'll need like a styrofoam ring or a wire one from the dollar
Styrofoam.
store.
You want-
Styrofoam. Okay.
Well, you can't use a wire one with coffee filters.
Okay.
Not a coffee filter. That's only if you do fabric, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or ribbon.
And
Okay.
Yeah, ribbon.
what do you call it? Food coloring.
Okay. And what else? And pencil.
Wait,
You're poking
That means
these
we
things
have
in
to
with a
prepare
pencil?
ahead
Is that
of
what
time
you
because
do or
that food
something?
coloring, we can't all do it in one night because the food coloring needs to dry. Unless
Well,
you do
but
a
so we
spray
can
on
do
and
it if you want to take the time beforehand. We know what we're going to be doing. So if you want to take the time beforehand and dye them and have them drying it for the next month until we do this again, then you've got
The
time now
next
to
month.
start thinking about what you're going to want. If you want to just do it white, then you wouldn't have to dye
That's it.
doing-
I'm
I'm
gonna
doing red,
I'm
white,
gonna
and
figure out what I'm
blue.
gonna do.
them. So somebody
go.
somebody though send me some kind of a list of things so I can
Can
go
we
ahead and
just say
start
it's
looking
a
at.
red, white, and blue wreath that we're gonna do? We'll just say that. It don't have to be coffee filters. It could be anything. There we go.
Well,
We'll see what
everyone
comes
can be
out.
different too. We don't all have to do them the same. That will make it fun as if we
But
do
I
it.
wanted you to teach
Yeah.
us how to do the coffee filters, and that's why I wanted to do the coffee filter thing because that's so that we know how to do that.
Oh.
Okay,
I know
fine.
how to do it.
And we can
I
let everyone
don't.
else know
I
if they want
don't.
to craft along with us, that they can get their supplies and they can craft along with us, and then they
Mhm.
There you
their
go.
photos.
And then we
That's
can
a great
share them on
idea.
IG. We can make a hashtag for everybody to share. Y'all hear that?
Mhm.
Anybody coming back and watching this?
Yeah, that would be fun.
There we go.
That would be
I will
fun.
advertise it like that.
Filter for what?
You make these. I'll show you. I'll show you a picture of one online after a while. We're
So,
gonna do these.
We'll
wreaths.
figure out whose channel it's going to be on.
All right.
I don't mind doing it on mine, but if somebody else wants to do it on theirs, just let us know.
Well, I'm
Uh,
probably still the peon on the block here with my 737 subscribers. Maybe if it didn't drop down to 35.
Lori Ann wants to do it on her channel.
Perfect.
No?
No, I said I only have like 900 and
Oh, I
So,
thought you were
so
saying
D,
me.
we're gonna, D's next. You've got how many?
Mine got big like that.
Okay,
Look
we
like
can
yeah,
do it on mine. We could do it on mine. That's fine.
Okay, that would be fun.
mine or yours is good. It's fine. So
Okay.
okay.
Fine.
Okay. All right, girls. Thank you. I had a
We'll
great
make
time.
the details. We'll do it later.
Good night.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody that's still here for
Good
us.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
I'm ending the stream. Say bye.
Well, ended. Gosh, I know I'm